And we are live. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Today I will be joined by Asphyxia as my co-caster. Welcome to you.
Hello, hello. Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
Today we have a big one on our hands. It is of course gonna be Abyssal Mask against Abyssal Shadows. So two of our own teams, as most of people know by now. Um, so yeah, two of the top teams in the league. We'll be going over a bit on the current league standings and all that kind of stuff, so you just have a feel of how everything is going. There's not much to go off of yet, since it is the first round, but there were two games played earlier this week, as you can see here. Let me see if I can find the results. Yep. We had Demna Tafet against Baron Bellone and Lethal Target Ghost against Controller Chaos, where they went most likely as everyone expected. Controller Chaos won theirs 2-0, and Demna Tafet won 2-0 as well. Um, so the current standings is like this, but after today they will change a lot. Um, but in terms of today's game, I think it will be a very interesting one. Because judging from all the different teams, of course I don't know too much about everyone else. Um, but both Shadows and Mask look to be quite strong this this split, so I do expect them both to rank quite high when the split is over. Of course, Shadow is a team made to dominate the league and hopefully get promotion. So we will most likely see them be favorites in most of their games. But I think today is one of the ones that could go ahead and be a bit of a problem, depending on how they play. They have had a bit of a rough run lately with their scrims. Um, Love that flame. Snilla, yes, kind of. The issue is our organization is like very international. We have people from all across the world. So if we were to do Danish casting, all of our other teams and members of the Discord and stuff wouldn't be able to really understand anything in the cast. Also, our casting team is all of them is mostly English. I think there's only me and one other guy that is Danish. Therefore, we have decided to just do all of our casts in English. Potentially later on, we will do two casts. We both have a Danish and an English, but for now, it will mainly be English cast we do. Um, so yeah, but I have thought about the thought of doing some Danish ones as well, or getting someone from the outside to come in and cast it in Danish. Yes, the OPGGs, we will be going over them here. This is Abyssal Mask. Um, Biggest thing to note is really this Time Kench. Very big Time Kench
Yep.
enjoyer from the side of Mask.
58% win rate with
Yeah,
over 100 games already.
yeah.
No, wait, that's last season. Yeah. So big Tom Kench enjoyer.
So yeah, that is we will most likely see that one coming in as a ban. Besides that, there's the Wukong, but again, the jungler here, he plays a lot, has high win rates on all of them. So I think for Shadows they need to put in a lot of thoughts on their bans because they seem to play a bit of everything. Where if we take a look at Shadows OPGG on the other hand, is a bit more. At least in the mid lane here, we see the Veigar. He's been going crazy on this one lately, only playing that in solo queue. Um, for the support, it's gonna be hard to ban him out, so I don't think we will see too much focus there. Only if there's something they don't want to be playing against. Uh, so yeah, and then in the ADC again, it's hard to say right now since we are still at the start of the season, but we see a lot of Jin, Corki, Misfortune. For some reason, there's some Syndra in here as well. Don't know if he's been playing mid lane. Um, Also, the top lane here, I don't know why, but he's been playing a lot of ADC. Um, so yeah, I think he does have a second account. I don't have the OPGG of that. I actually need to get that from him. And the jungler here, again, also, you can see the last games here, but he plays a bit of every role, so he is also hard to really put in on what he plays. So I think bans in general, besides the Vega and potentially Tom Kench, I think it will mostly be focused around what the team plays and what kind of direction they want to go with their draft. Uh, but again, we'll see what happens. For the different teams, in terms of ranks, besides this one not really loading in, but we see an average of Diamond 4 on the Shadow side and Emerald 3 on the Mask side. So as I mentioned, Shadows is slight favor for winning this one. But again, I have been, of course, seen Mask play a bit. We know a lot about both teams. Mask is a really good team together. They play a lot together, so I think we could see them put in a good performance. Let me see here. Both teams seems to be ready. So we'll just give them the last 2 minutes here, and then we will get ready for the draft. Also, quick to mention, as always, for those of you who haven't already, make sure to go follow all our socials. They are now up and running with regular posts. Um, and also for the schedule of all our games, if you want to keep up with it, you can go to our website. Over there, you can see all of the different games we have coming up. Um, you can see here Abyssal Shadows playing again on Monday. So is Mask and so is Viper. Um, so yeah, we're still figuring out if we're gonna be able to stream one, two, or three of the games. But yeah, there will be a lot to watch on Monday. So make sure to tune in there as well. Unless any of them does get moved. I think this game, yeah, it has already been moved to January 26th. But the rest of them will be played. Wait, here they are. Yeah, no, all of them playing January 26th. I think this one has been moved to the 29th. I just need to get that updated. Um, so yeah, we do have two games on Monday. So make sure to come and tune in for that if you are interested as well. Um, but for now, I will let the teams know that they are free to start draft whenever they are ready. There we go. Um, Also, quick note for today's game, I am going to be trying out a new overlay for the in-game scene of things. So hopefully that works. If there are issues, we might just go over to the regular league one, but hopefully the new overlay works. It comes with a bit more detail than some other things that are nice, and we might add more to it in the future if it works out. But we will have to see how it goes today. So today will be the first time using it. Um, have I not sent them the draft link? I might not actually have.
Just to make sure before the draft starts, is it fearless or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, all games also for Div 3 this split luckily is uh, yeah, for Div 3 this split luckily they have implemented fearless draft for all of the games, so that is very very nice. Last split it was not fearless except for Div 1, so that is very nice. We will be able to see that in action. We did see it last, like on Monday, with Viper's game, that Fearless actually came into play quite a lot in terms of what was picked. So we might see that again here today, but we'll have to see. But now we are going into the first draft here, as we see Vladimir getting banned by Mask.
Yep, and the Anaban following up, very strong champion right now with the Dawn and Dusk item. She just stops the games non-stop.
Very true, very true. Nautilus here as well, also very dominant in the lane as we've seen multiple times.
Yep, removing some of that engage option from the bot lane.
Oh, okay. Mask actually deciding to go with the Lissandra ban in the mid lane rather than the Veigar, because they are picking the Veigar. Already now we see this fearless draft coming into play, deciding to first pick the Veigar to deny it from Shadows in any of the games.
Yep, now it's just removed from the series, but that means the Lissandra is still needed as a ban unless they
Mhm.
already have something prepared for that.
Yeah, I mean, Lissandra, one champ we know, Summit, the mid lane of Shadows, has played very, very much. Oh, GH.
Yep.
So yeah, that will most likely get banned. Oh, some issues here with the draft not being picked. Let's see. It is a misfortune, it
Misfortune.
seems. Not quite sure what has happened here, but yeah. Um, but yeah, slight issue there with the draft.
And Wukong.
Also, Wukong, as we know,
Misfortune, Wukong.
yeah, very, very strong combo.
Very good
Wukong in general.
combination. Yep.
Wukong in general, very,
So
very
we
strong.
yep, yep. So we can already see Shadows are looking for a team fighty team comp with Misfortune Wukong.
True, Flame. True. Israel here coming in again. Israel really good against this misfortune, able to get out of that ult very, very easily. Brom again also very good against the misfortune, able to block most of that ult.
Also, Brom is a nice pick against Shadows because Shadows support plays a lot of Brom.
Very true, very true. Ericsson, you mean Cup Cup? Is that who you refer to as Coppen? It already seems the ADC of Shadows is getting a lot of love here in the chat, so that is nice to see. Oh, Rakan here coming in from Shadows. Very, very
Yep, so
strong.
just keeping in that same idea of team fighting with Rakan, he can just go in, engage with his ultimate W, and then Misfortune ultimate can follow, Wukong can follow up, and they're very team fighty team comp already.
But Cup Cup is playing today. He is the ADC of Abyssal Shadows. Gonna be playing on the Misfortune for this game one. But yeah, here with the bans in the second round, we see the Tahm Kench now being removed. Since the top laner is still to pick, so it makes sense for them to ban out this Tahm Kench as he does play it a lot. Orianna also being removed from the side of Mask, which makes a lot of sense with the Rakan and the Wukong pick. Orianna would have a lot of value with the ultimate. Now the Poppy, again, Poppy ban makes a lot of sense with the engage you have on the Wukong, the Rakan.
Yep, just trying to remove the tools that could make this team fighty comp, engage comp feel worse.
Aatrox. Aatrox not a gem. I mean, Shadows has been playing it a bit in both in the jungle and the top lane, but not too much. So interesting ban there from them. But they might have their reasons. Depending who they pick in the top lane, of course, could come into play with that. But let's see here. Shadows going with the Syndra. Gonna try and match some of the scaling on this Veigar. Also be a bit more dominant in the early game. Sejuani now with Mask. Nice. I hope people playing.
And the Lawi pick as well on top of that.
Ericsson, you will most likely be able to see Cup Cup play every week. I aim to stream all of their games. So unless they play the same day as Abyssal Viper does, which is our top team in Division 2, then I will be streaming all of the games or try to get someone else to do it. So you should be able to watch him play every week. But yeah, in the top lane here, coming in with a Gwen against the Ilawi. Very, very interesting. But that will be the draft here for this first game. So we will now soon be heading into the actual game. I will let the teams know that we are ready as soon as they are.
For this game one, I'm feeling Shadow Draft is much better. They have a clear vision of what they want to do. Meanwhile, Masks is kind of all over the place. There is some poke with Ezreal and Veigar, but then there is hard engage with Sejuani, some split with Filawi, and it just feels a little bit
Yeah,
uncoordinated.
that is very true, very true. Shadow's definitely a bit more clear path here on what they want to do. Um, so yeah. But Mask has now readied up, so we are just quickly waiting for Shadows now to get ready. They are notoriously known to have to go toilet in the middle of everything, so I might have to wait a bit. But yeah, shouldn't take too long. Of course, there is still the spectator delay coming as well, but we will deal with that when we get to it. But yeah, this Ilawi with the split push could be a bit of an issue for the side of Shadows, because I don't think they have too much that can really deal with her. Like at least not individually. I
I
mean,
think Gwen does fine into Ilawi these days,
yeah, I mean Gwen
especially
can,
with the
but yeah. But
Dusk
besides
and
that,
Dawn build.
I don't think they have too much else. So if Ilawi goes ahead and gets in front in the top lane, it's gonna be hard for Gwen, because she will need at least one or two more members of the team to come help with the Ilawi split pushing, which allows Maz to do more on the other side of the map if they play it well. So that is something we need to look out for that could happen. Besides that, I think Shadows will most likely just be trying to play as a team here. Look for the hard engages with Wukong, Rakan, and then having the Misfortune and Syndra following up with the damage, because they are very, very team fight focused here. Where Mask is a bit more can handle themselves a bit more individually with the Braum, Ezreal, both of them able to get out quite easily. Veigar has the cage to get him to safety. So I think we will see quite a bit of a split game here between what the teams want. So we will see who executes their game plan the best. But yeah, we are just waiting for Shadows. And
Oh,
alright, we are just waiting for Shadows here to give the go ahead. They should be ready anytime soon. Shouldn't take too long. Uh, yeah, just some altercations here with the coach of Shadows. So yeah. Besides that, I think we should be ready. Aha, there we go. They wanted him in here. That is why. All right. All right, and we are now ready. So we will be moving over to this one here. There we go. Again, we will be going through the draft here, since the game mode here is the tournament draft, so we will have to see it all over once again, but there's nothing too much to deal with. I did not in game yet. Still... No, there were some issues with the coach and complaints about him, whether or not he was allowed to be in the call with the team. But as the rules state, he is allowed to be there as long as he stays muted during the entire game and is only unmuted during draft and planning. So yeah.
I assure you.
But that have all been resolved. And again, issues like that is easily resolved since it is two of our own teams, so they of course all know each other and stuff, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue when it comes to these kind of things. But yeah, let's see a bit in the individual lanes. Who you think gonna win this mid lane matchup between the Veigar and the Syndra?
well, This matchup should go into the hand of Syndra early game. She has the damage with her Qs way higher than Veigar can output. His cooldowns are higher. He doesn't have as many damaging abilities. Meanwhile, Syndra has same stun, but that stun damages as well. And as soon as she reaches around level 7, 8, she usually has her Q upgraded as well. That means she has 2 Qs, which means even more damage output.
Very true, very true. And what about the bot lane? I think the bot lane here will be one of the most interesting lanes for this game. How do you see this one playing out?
In my eyes here, the bot lane is in favor early game towards the masks with Ezreal Braum. They can find the stuns without too much problem with Braum passive. Considering Misfortune and Rakan aren't too high ranged, Braum can just find a nice Q, and then Ezreal can follow up with either E or his Qs and find a stun, which could lead to a kill. Even if the Shadows botlane manages to find an engage with Rakan, Braum and Ezreal are both very mobile champions. Braum can jump to Ezreal, Ezreal can just jump out with his blink out of the Rakan W, so Mask botlane should always be safe no matter what. They just have too many tools to live.
Yep, that is very true, very true. Yeah, I think also with that in mind, I think we will see Mask playing a bit more safer game. Like the bot lane just staying alive, looking for these slow stuns, potentially the picks here and there. Veigar in the mid lane, of course, we know he just wants to farm for most of the game, stack up and get strong for the late game. Um, so yeah, I don't think we will see too much action early on, to be honest. I think it will be quite a passive game. I think bot lane is where we will see the most. And then, of course, top lane, as it always is, will be a lot of back and forth between both of them. Um, Potentially some kills early on, but usually doesn't happen too often in the top lane. Uh, so I think it will be quite the quiet game here from the start. Oh, don't worry. I think just knowing the bot lane, at least of Shadows, both Cub and King, they are both two quite aggressive players. So I think we will see a lot of action in the bot lane. So I think you will see a lot of his POV, so you don't have to worry too much about that one.
Yep. For game plan, now that I've thought about it more, for Mask, I would want them to play for objectives much more this game because they have a little bit stronger early game bot side. Every Drake till the laners are done with their quest should go to their side.
Um, yeah, and I
Because
know
with
usually
the
come.
stun,
Go ahead.
with the Bromstone, Brom and Sejuani are great synergy. If they manage to link up ever, Brom can look for a stun, then Sejuani can look for her own stun afterwards, and it's just a deadly combo that keeps you locked up for so long. There is no way out for you.
Very true, very true. Um, but yeah, Ericsson, to get back to yours here, yeah, I think when it comes to solo queue, he's a bit more passive, but when playing with the team with King, he is known to be aggressive. You will see him all over the map. This Rakan, he likes these roaming champs where he can make plays all over the map. We saw it last splits with Abyssal Grasp. He had a lot of impact in all of the games, just moving around everywhere. So I think Cup has changed his playstyle a bit when it comes to like playing in the team. Um, so I think you will see a bit of a different side of him than what OPGG tells you. Yep, Flame in chat also one of the former members of Grasp. He can tell you how King is as a support. He's seen it firsthand, has played with him a lot. Um a lot of support here for the ADC of Shadows in the chat. We love to see it. Oh, please don't tell me we have this issue again. Oh, it is the issue, yep. Alright. Yeah. Are you having same issue as well? Well, just as reconnect?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's asking me to reconnect or quit.
Yeah. If you are friends with any of the players, you can what's it called? Just quit the game and then spectate any of them.
I'm pretty sure I am not.
You can maybe spectate me. Could also work. Worst player I've played in my life, trust.
I'm not sure I even have you on my friend list. What's your in-game in league?
Just Fizz. Welcome,
Just
kid.
because I don't think I have you.
Alright, I will set up a screen share here for you. Um, it will be a bit rough for you, since I don't think you will see too much, because most of the in-game overlays for me is disabled due to the custom overlay we have on. So I don't know how much you will be able to see, but we'll see when we go ahead and get into the game. Let's see here. For some reason it is not picking up my league on the stream. Give me 1 sec, everyone. Should have this fixed any second now.
Well, it shouldn't happen. Nothing much should happen here because of the minion timers being sped up that much. Often means there is no such thing as an invade. As I can see League right now, there's nothing much happening, just laners standing in their lanes, waiting for the waves to arrive.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the... Okay, here we go. Just gonna get some resizing of this, and then we should have it ready. And for some reason the custom overlay here is of course not running. I will try and get this fixed. If not, we will just be running with the... Well, it will just be the regular league overlay since I cannot get it to work. So I don't know. There's been some issues with it. But we do have, as we've seen, Abyssal Shadows is on red side, Abyssal Mask is on blue sides. There we go. We'll be playing a bit on 2-speed here just to catch up with the actual game, and here we go. And get this zoomed out so we can get a bit of a better view of everything going on. There we go. Yeah. League has been having some issues with the clients and the games, and so I don't know quite when they will fix it, if they will ever. But yeah. Not much happening early on as we expected. No early shenanigans from anyone. Gonna be one scuttle for either team.
Yep.
Wukong could be looking for something
Everyone
here.
is just farming up. Yep, Allow is quite pushed up.
Yep.
But it shouldn't turn into anything but just some damage.
Yeah.
Making Gwen's lane a little bit easier because right now she's struggling quite a bit, being almost NCS down.
Yeah, Gwen will have it a bit harder early on against this Ilaoi, but I think as soon as she gets some items and some levels, she will be able to do a bit more against this Ilaoi here. Yep, as we see here, now doing some damage.
Yep.
Oh, and now we
Actually,
see here
got
the all-in now.
Trade, and with the Ignite Ghost.
Yeah, very good
still
trade
lives,
here.
Shouldn't die to that Ignite.
Also, key thing to note here, Ilaoi playing with exhaust this game.
Yep. That
Very, very
exhaust
interesting.
saved her life right there.
It did, it did. So very good shout there from her to use that, rather than the typical ghost or the what's it called, getting the upgraded teleport.
Yep. But Gwen managed to equal out the CS deficit that she had. It's only 4 CS down now.
Yep. Already now we see the king on the Rakan here in the enemy jungle looking for something. I mentioned this, we will see him all over the map, and already now, 5 minutes into the game, he is starting.
Yep, he got a really nice ward. They already saw Sejuani rotating through it towards the Krugs. So now they have that information that Sejuani is bot side and they could look for a play top side.
Yep. But yeah. Also, as was mentioned in chat,
And good.
Cup is quite a talented ADC, so he will be able to handle himself. But we do now see here Mask going instantly for this Drake. As you mentioned, they want to play for these objectives. They have the better team fighting early on with the Braum, the Sejuani. So they are just going instantly for this first Drake, and they will secure it right there.
Yep, and seems like Shadows knew that. They were prepared for a response play top, and they already pulling the trigger
now
on it.
in the top lane here, Gwen with the
that
ulti.
could be dangerous.
Oh, Wukong taking a lot of damage. Wukong does actually die, but Gwen's still standing. Can she get enough damage off? But Illaoi healing so much with the damage as well. But Gwen secures the kill.
But Gwen with stacked Q manages to execute the lobby.
Very, very good. But now it's the Rakan here trying to go in. Sejuani in the bot lane as well. Rakan now taking a lot of damage. Has to dash out of it. Is going to be able to secure himself. But taking so much damage from the Sejuani gank. But nothing too much. Cleanse used from the Misfortune. Heal from the Rakan. Nothing used from the side of Mask. But again here, Cub now alone in the bot lane again. And I think I have found the source of the issue in terms of the spectating. It is the Israel here of Mask running with streamer mode. That tends to cause some issues with the spectating. So I will see if I can get that fixed for the next game. But now again we see this game slowing down a bit. We had Drake, we had some ganks. Now both teams just looking to farm up again.
Yep, another Drake play should happen at 3 minutes when it spawns. Again, the Masks should still be playing for that objective. As I mentioned before, with that Braum Sejuani combo,
now it's the Braum here in the mid lane.
Now they're pulling the. Yep.
Well, Syndra with the stun there onto the Veigar, very, very good to get him away to avoid any kind of big damage. But as we see, King now on the Rakan in the top lane, looking to do something. Does have the E to jump, will get it. So that will be another kill.
Gwen pretty much manages to solo kill the Illaoi. Rakan just jumped there for assist and didn't do anything.
Nope. But again, having him there allows Gwen to be a bit more aggressive, as she knows she has to back up. And now it will be Shadows looking for these scrubs. Very good for them to deny them for Mask, especially when you have this Illaoi, who is such a threat when it comes to split pushing.
Yeah, but now that Gwen is managing to solo kill Illaoi, it will never should flip again. With the Dusk and Dawn again being such a strong item right now, she will only get stronger, and she only has the components right now, and she's already managing to 1v1 this Illaoi. That tells the whole story of how this lane will go.
Yep. Oh, now Rakan here has to dash away. But again, Rakan able to be so aggressive.
A very dangerous game.
They are, but they have their Veigar with them now.
Game, but very strong pressure, denying the lane XP and CS in general.
But in the meantime, allowing Syndra to push this mid lane wave all the way in. Veigar gonna miss some minions here, but I don't think it will be too much. But yeah, as I was about to say, Rakan able to be a bit more aggressive since he does have the E to easily get away. But here we see the Braum countering this misfortune, blocking so much of that ult damage. But now it's the Wukong in the top lane against the Illaoi again. Can Gwen reach her? There's the
Yeah,
exhaust. But no, it will be another kill in the top lane. This time for the Wukong. Getting him some gold as well.
and we see Mask again trying to make a play bot, but that forces out a Syndra TP towards bot lane. Doesn't do much for either the team, just Syndra missing some CS and Quest XP as well.
Yeah, very true, very true. Well, I think that TP did force Mask to kind of back off, so in the end it's not too bad for them. Syndra is able to catch some of most of the minions in the mid lane anyways. Let's see here. Oh, Wukong now needs to be careful. He is going to be caught here. The Veigar's there. The Illaoi's there as well. Braum also on his way. Yeah, Wukong here will just fall. And that is a kill for the Veigar.
That was a bit of a greedy play to go that deep into the jungle without being sure where the enemies are. Never results in a good thing.
Oh, Syndra here.
And then Sejuani of that play is allowed to look for another aggressive play, so she looks for it. Doesn't land the ultimate, but forces a Syndra to flash out, and that's Syndra without summoners before Drake, and they can look for this Drake play again.
Yeah, it allows Mass to just safely go and secure this Drake here. That will be the second one for them now. But again, Syndra staying alive, having to flash. Very, very key for her to get that off. But yeah, there's a lot of back and forth, not too much happening. It is quite a slow game as we expected it to be here early on.
Yep, and now for the next Drake, it's in 5 minutes. Most of the players should have the quest complete by then. That means it could turn out into a full-blown team fight where the Shadows are favored to win.
Yep, very true. Illaoi here getting some good damage onto this Gwen. But again, Gwen just focusing, getting the CS, pushing the wave in, making Illaoi miss some of it. Wukong is there to cover. And again, Sejuani towards this bot side, allowing them to be so aggressive here.
And Gwen is looking for a proxy, which is very strong right now as well, because if Illaoi is gonna walk past her tower, she's losing the lane quest XP, so proxying is very strong right now. Especially Wukong being there as well, that means Gwen is safe, she's allowed to do that.
Very true. Also, Wukong again looking to try and take off some of the jungle.
Yep, because Gwen is proxying, that means she's very close if someone walks in this time, that means Wukong is safe. This invade is much better than the previous, because it's kinda both way beneficial to top and the jungle to be this close to each other so deep.
So Johnny though knows it's happening, is instantly onto the bot side jungle of Shadows as well, to try and get some of it back.
Yep, but Rakan is there to try and cover some.
And again, this Rakan is able to get out so easily. Oh, now it's the Sin Summit here, needs to be careful. Getting hit by all of the stuns. Can Rakan save him? Not quite. Tries with the shield, but there's the Braum ultimate as well. They keep going. Here's the Sejuani trying to land something, but it's not too much. Oh, there's the cage from Veigar as well. Wukong now taking a lot. But Sejuani taking some tower damage here. Wukong is able to secure that kill. Now it turns onto the Veigar. Can he get enough of? Not quite. There's the flash from Veigar. Rakan trying to keep the Wukong alive, but it's not quite enough. Has to flash a wave to safety as well.
Very aggressive play from Masks. They know that Syndra is flashless from the previous play. Sejuani looks for a regang. She does manage to land her ultimate this time. Syndra falls to that. But Wukong being with his Trinity already means he has damage to trade one back. Of course, he falls down himself as well, because there is just 3v2 at that point, because Syndra just instantly fell.
Also, in the meantime, in the middle of all of
And
that,
we can see
Ezreal,
that
oh,
Gwen has
Gwen,
such. Ooh, but Ilaoi with her ultimate manages to hit the three tentacles at the same time, means she heals up so much, and Gwen doesn't manage to kill this Ilaoi.
yeah, Gwen needs to be very careful when Illaoi does have that ultimate, because she does so much damage, heals so much, allowing her to stay alive for so much longer than this Gwen is. But as I was saying before, while
Yep,
everything was
this.
happening in the mid lane, Ezreal were able to get a lot of plating in the bot lane. Now only looking at one plating left, which is very, very low.
Yep. This one needs to play around the Ilaoi's timers of exhaust and ultimate, because last fight Ilaoi used her exhaust as well, and we just saw how little she had in terms of HP left after that fight. If not that exhaust, again she would have fallen. So it's the second time that exhaust comes in handy to this Ilaoi.
Very true, very true. But yeah, we see Mask here just going straight
And
for the Rift Herald. They
because
will
of
be able
that,
to secure it.
yep, because Ilaoi managed to win that 1v1, that means she has prio. Gwen is gonna be late to that Herald fight, so they just feel free to do it, not scared at all. And Shadows know they can't contest, so they don't even try to do that as well. But they're looking to answer it bot side, maybe look for a dive on Ezreal.
Ooh. Maybe gonna catch the Brom here. He's walking straight into them now. Here's the Wukong with the Nugget. Can Rakan maybe follow up a bit? Decides to stay a bit more
But
passive.
Misfortune was a bit too scared, and she
Yep.
was too far to follow with any damage.
Oh, here's the stun. Now's the Rakan or the Wukong trying to look for something, but not quite. So Johnny is there, Vega there as well. Now they need to be careful. They have Syndra with them. Gonna try and look for something around this Drake. Syndra getting a lot of damage onto this Brom. Wukong has to dash out. Now's the Rakan going in, taking a lot of damage though. Is he able to get out? Not quite. Vega gets the kill. Is now the Sejuani with the ultimate onto this Syndra. Misfortune trying to ult to get some damage off, but it's not enough. And it will be 2 kills for the side of Mask. Can they get more? There's the Wukong falling as well. Oh, Misfortune here walking right into that cage. Gonna take some damage from the Ezreal. Gonna be very, very low now. The Sejuani, the Brom here. Gonna look for the dive. Can they secure it? And Misfortune is staying alive quite a lot here, but the barrier from Ezreal keeps him alive. With the Rift Herald will secure this, what's it called, this tower. Very good fight there from Mask, playing it so both aggressive and passive at the same time, really knowing when to step in and out. Very well played there from them. This game
And
suddenly
meanwhile,
looks...
on the top lane, there was another solo kill going towards Ilaoi as well.
Oh, that is very true, allowing her to get a tower as well. The Drake going for the side of Mask as well. Suddenly this game looks very, very favored for the side of Mask. Now 3 Drakes up, had the Rift Hell in the bot lane doing a lot of damage. Is about 6k gold lead right now as well. Gonna be very, very hard here for Shadows to get back into this game now.
Yep. In that last fight, the Shadows didn't link up properly. They were split. Then Rakan engages pretty much alone, which leaves the other teammates scrambled, and it just was very messy. Nothing was comboed, and their strength of team fighting is just negated by themselves.
Syndra here taking a lot of damage, but in the meantime, Rakan Wukong now coming in from the back. Ezreal here taking a lot of damage. Will he fall? There it is, the kill. Wukong securing it. Gwen in the meantime getting the solo kill in the top lane. Braum now taking a lot of damage. Here's the ulti from Misfortune to secure that kill. There will be a double in the mid lane. In the meantime, also a solo in the top lane. Can she get the tower as well? She will be able to. Well, Sejuani now onto this Gwen with the ulti. Gwen doing a lot of damage though. Rakan, Wukong on the way. There's the nugget, but the flash from Sejuani gets over the wall. But Wukong Rakan instantly follows, and that will be another kill for Shadows. Turning the game back on, and now the goal lead down to only 2k. Very, very good response there from Shadows to get back into this game instantly.
Yep. And this top lane is just straight up who has cooldowns up, that person wins.
Yeah, very true, very true.
Last fight, Ilaoi didn't have ultimate, so Gwen managed to get the solo kill on her. And it's just trade off kills, and whichever keeps the better timer on each other's ultimates and summoners, that person wins. we can see both teams are playing towards the bot side now, trying to prep that area around Drake, which will spawn in 3 minutes, because it's gonna be sold for masks, and both masks want it, and Shadows want to deny it, so we could see a teamfight breakout there.
Yeah, most likely we will see that happen. Now it's the Braum Rakan here, just hitting it off a bit, but nothing's gonna come from that. Bit of a standoff here between both
just
of them.
trying to fight for some of that vision.
What is happening here? And there's the Rakan pulling himself away, but the misfortune is there to trying to get some damage onto this Braum. He just wants this ward and he gets it. But yeah, game very, very even now. Only 1k gold lead for the side of Mask now. See, we can take a bit look at it here. Veigar sitting on most of that lead. Wukong a bit ahead. Gwen ahead in the top lane, but in the bot lane we see Ezreal quite far ahead as well. So a bit split all over the map here. But all in all, quite even now.
Well, I wouldn't say Ezreal is quite far ahead. Ezreal is only 700
Actually,
gold
yeah,
ahead.
yes,
It's really
800.
nothing.
Yeah, I misread it. That is completely my bad. Yeah, only 800. So yeah, biggest gold lead is in the mid lane, 1500 gold ahead for this Veigar. But yeah, all in all, throughout the game, quite even right now. But now we see Mask sieging this mid tower. Will be able to secure without any issue. Now we got about a minute until this Drake spawns. We will most likely see some kind of team fight breakout here. Since, as you mentioned, it will be Soul for Mask, which Shadows, of course, don't want to just give up for free.
Yep. So what I want Shadows to do now, they have better position. I want them to keep it, try to deny them Mask any vision, and just force a fight on their ground, not somewhere where Mask could win the fight themselves by one pick or something like that.
Wukong Rakan here, trying to deny them from getting in. Wukong able to just get over this wall without any issue, gets himself to safety. But now we see all of the members here, except for the top lane, is looking. Rakan already quite low, but there's the Syndra with a lot of damage onto this Braum. Rakan now going in for the Sejuani, has the ulti onto Ezreal as well. But not too much happening. That was the Veigar here, one-shotting the Syndra with the ulti. Needs to be very careful. Gwen in the backline here, looking for the Ezreal, isn't able to really secure it. So she will fall. In the meantime, Illaoi is going for the rest of the team. Rakan has to dash away, is able to get to safety. But can Misfortune here. The exhaust onto her. But now here comes the Wukong. Can he make the Misfortune get out? He will. But they are so low, so they will just be turning their attention straight to this Drake now. So that will most likely be Soul here for the side of Abyssal Mask. Unless Wukong can get a magical steal in here. He tries, he goes in a bit too early. Can he stay alive long enough? Not quite. So there it is, they will secure it. That is Soul for the side of Mask. Big team fight there, but again, just this Veigar doing so much damage already. Sitting at 2 items now with the death cap. Let's see if we can get an update on his stacks. Currently sitting at 224 stacks, 640 AP at the moment. Where on the other hand, Syndra is currently on 91 stacks. So still needs a few more to get her AP buff.
Which to Syndra doesn't really matter too much. Hitting the 100 stack mark is more important for the execute on ultimate, especially when you're playing the CDR variant of Syndra, which is you look for good Qs, you place them, you have your balls placed on the ground, and then you look for a 5-man, 4-man stun with the E.
That's very true, very true. Yeah, now we see Syndra here being matched against the Illaoi. Holy.
Yeah, as we saw here, she just places 2 balls and then tries to look for a stun with those 2 balls.
But also, as we mentioned going into the game, not anyone except for the Gwen, she's the only one who can really match this Illaoi. Syndra not really doing too much to this Illaoi. So she can just stand there, get the waves, don't really focus too much on this Syndra. Syndra now is like doing some, but again, so many abilities used to only get half the HP.
Well, it
Now
doesn't really matter how many abilities used
Gwen
as
here
long
with the
as
ulti going for the Ishwell. There's a lot of damage. She is almost going to secure it, and there it is. That will be the kill for Gwen. But now it's the Sejuani, the Braum up here. Rakan now coming in to try and help. There's the double knock up. Veigar is there though. Gets the cage. The Misfortune ulti gets hit by the ultimate from Sejuani. Cleanse instantly coming. Now Syndra is there as well. Wukong in the backline. Can they turn this fight? There's the knock up from Wukong, but the cage so well placed from this Veigar, allowing them to just walk out. Wukong keeps going, still on full health. There's the Rakan going in on the Veigar. Can they get the kill? No. There's Braum falling, Misfortune falling as well though. In the meantime, Syndra so low, needs to get out. There's Wukong falling, Syndra falling. This Ilawi is so strong now with the ultimate. She is gonna be a big issue now. From a fight that looked quite well,
from both sides.
It looked quite well for Shadows at the start, but then the Alawi coming in with the ulti, the Veigar cages plays so well, just zoning off the entire teams of Shadows, not able to get in. So Mask were able to turn that fight around and now has their attention on this Baron. Gwen is there, but knows she can't really do too much, so she will just slowly back off again. Suddenly we see a 4k gold lead again for the side of Mask. But Shadows has turned this around before, so maybe we will see them do it again. But now with Soul, with Baron, it's gonna be a lot harder this time.
I would like to see some items from Shadows because they don't have anti-heal for this Alawi, they don't have anti-shield for the Soul. They're not really itemizing to counter the strengths that Mask already got. Oh, but Rakan.
Oh, here Rakan with Syndra though being caught is so low now, needs to just walk out. Sejuani going in, gets the stun onto this Misfortune. Misfortune will die. Now it's the Wukong in. But again, has no one to follow up. All of the damage is gone. Syndra low, Misfortune dead, so Wukong will just fall. Gwen coming in from behind now, but again, against 4 people, it will be hard for her to really do anything here. There's the cage to zone her off. Ilawi now coming.
Shadows just not playing to their strengths. Again, it was a fight that was very forced. No one could follow up it properly. Gwen was miles away, and they're just not playing for their strengths of team fighting at all.
Now with the Baron buff here, going for this tower. There's one. There's Rakan falling, going for the second. In the meantime, Gwen in the backline now, doing a lot of damage. This Israel is so low now. Can she secure the kill? There is the kill. But also gets the Braum, but Veigar is there to secure it up. In the meantime, Sejuani just going straight for this Nexus. Can she get it in the time? Veigar is there as well. Wukong now going in. There's the case to keep him alive. Veigar will fall. Sejuani trying for the Nexus, but doesn't have enough. Shadow stays alive for a bit more. Can they make anything out of this? So close.
Here we saw what this Van can do when she manages to jump on that backline. She just deletes it. They just need to find an engage where Gwen is there and she can follow it up, and the team fight just falls down to Shadow side then. They need to find another fight like this, and they're back into the game.
We see Elder now spawning in about 10 seconds. Here's the Wukong trying to go for this Braum. But it hits the blast cone, gets away. Nothing gonna happen. Again, goes in on the Braum, getting some damage off. But Braum's so tanky with the Thornmail, the Locket. The shield from the Mountain Soul as well. But we see here's the TP coming in from Veigar now with the flank. Can he get some damage? They will just turn straight onto this Veigar.
This Veigar was
there's the Sun, yes, though.
Alone.
Oh, the Misfortune ult very big here. Gets 2 kills. The Veigar, the Alawi is both dead. Now's the Wukong being low. Gwen being low. Gwen will fall. Now's the Rakan with the double knock up. Syndra still there. Gets the Ishul. Sejuani still standing. Can she get anything here? Will secure the kill onto this Misfortune. But there's the Rakan with the knock up. Gets the kill onto Sejuani. That will be very good fight there for the side of Shadows. That is how you want to see them play it. As a team going in together. Now turning their attention straight onto this Elder. Can they secure it in time? They have about 20 seconds, so should be able to do it.
Yep, I would love to see them actually stall it out and try to get it on Gwen and Misfortune as well. Veigar spawns a bit sooner, but what can he do? He never arrives there in time to steal it.
Yep.
Wukong has Smite as well.
Yeah, Brom here trying to get some vision on to see if he can do anything, but knows that he can't really do anything, so just backs off. Now Misfortune is there to help as well.
Yep, and
Or,
it looks
I mean,
like they
Syndra.
will actually manage to stall it out for the respawns.
And there it is, the entire team now with Elder. Gonna be very, very big for the next team fight. The Ezreal ulti coming in here to stop some of the bikes. Just delay him a bit more. But very, very big there from Shadows. To win that team fight, get the Elder Drake. Very key for them. Now we have Baron coming up in about a minute. Where we will probably see the next team fight. Potentially this deciding fight depending on how it turns out.
Yep, we're already 30 minutes into the game. Most people are level 16 except the bot lane, the supports, and AD carry for the masks as well. So that means timers are quite long.
Also, quick stack update here on the Veigar. Veigar sitting at 308 stacks, 871 AP now.
Yep, Syndra by this time should have completed her stacks as well.
She does. Now it's the Gwen looking for the Illaoi here. Has the Elder, but again, Illaoi doing so much damage, heals a lot. But Gwen with the Elder gets it, but Illaoi in the end, the Tentacles is able to secure the kill to go 1-for-1 in this top lane.
Yep, I'm pretty sure Shadows should still look for a fight. They have Elder, they're stronger, they can delete someone quite easily.
Yeah, I think the Syndra ulti here can be so good. Oh, the Wukong now looking for Ezreal,
yeah,
but the
Syndra
cage
ulti.
from Veigar. Oh, Wukong now taking a lot of damage from this Veigar. The Braum ulti coming in, the Ezreal ulti missing everything as well. There's the Sejuani ulti though, onto this Misfortune. Misfortune gets cancelled with her ulti. It will be a kill for the Veigar onto Misfortune now. They needs to be very careful. There's the flash from Sejuani onto this Syndra. Syndra with the stun though, allows him to get away.
What a stun from Syndra.
Wukong is behind him. Might look for something. Again, Sejuani half HP, Braum half HP, still Ezreal and Veigar full HP here. They need to be careful. It is a 3v4. They turn their attention to the Baron. Here's the TP coming in from the Illaoi. Gwen has to walk.
Yep, this Gwen needs to stop greeting
the
and
cage
play for
now.
the team and find ways to join the teams instead of looking for those solo kills, solo plays.
Very true. Baron now sitting at about 9,000 HP. The cage coming in from Veigar misses. Again, Mask still has their attention on the Baron. Down to 5k now. Wukong is looking though. Can he get the steal potentially? Mask slowly backing off. Knows they can't flip it. There's the stun though with the cage. Gwen now taking a lot of damage. We see Rakan going in. Gwen will fall to the Veigar. But Baron has reset, so they will slowly back off again. Again, Mask here looking very, very strong. There's the stun from Syndra to stall it a bit. They need to just defend. They know Mask is going for the end here. Both Nexus towers have spawned.
Yeah, but with Nexus, with both Nexus towers respawned, this shouldn't be too hard of a defense unless someone gets caught.
Veigar has no cage now.
If Mask manages to manage to force a fight.
It is a 4v5 for the next 20 seconds. Gwen is still down. So they need to be careful. They know they need this Gwen. They are just stalling. Taking as much time as they can. Here's the Veigar cage onto the Wukong. Get some damage onto him. There's the ulti as well. Wukong now quite low. Has to back off to heal. The rest of Mask is now slowly backing off as well. They need this fight. There's the Illaoi getting caught though. But Illaoi now healing so much. And there will be a kill onto this Rakan. Gwen is alive now. Gwen is looking. Gwen does a lot of damage to this Illaoi. Can she get anything? There is Illaoi falling. It is now 4v3. Gwen still alive. Veigar falls as well. Can she do anything more? Gwen has so much damage. There's the Misfortune ulti coming in. Secures the kill onto Sejuani and Braum. Gwen falls. Ezreal dashes away with the flash as well. Wukong secures it, but Wukong falls in the meantime as well. It will be a win there in this fight for Shadows. Now looking to push the waves. See if they can get some clearance. Whew.
It shouldn't be the end for either of the teams just yet.
Nope.
It's just very messy, kill heavy game. Team fights happening non-stop now.
Yep. I mean, here we see Syndra Misfortune is looking to do as much damage to these towers and Hinipsa as they can. Rakan has now spawned in as well. Will look to clear some of the bot wave here. Yeah, blocked her, very true. Well, I mean, it was planned from Maz to pick the Veigar to get it out of the game. This field is now. But yeah, Rakan trying to clear some of this bot wave, but again, as we know, Rakan doesn't really have any wave clear. It doesn't clear too much. All of Mask has now spawned. All of Shadows is alive as well. We see only
And
Flash.
we can see almost everyone.
Only Flash available on the side of Mask on this Brom. For the side of Shadows, we see both Syndra, Misfortune has their Flash. Misfortune also with the Cleanse. Rakan has the heal, so a bit of a summoner spell advantage here for the side of Shadows, but we'll see how this next fight turns out.
Also, almost everyone has finished their items. Misfortune completely finished their items. Everyone else is missing half an item or full item at most.
Yep. But yeah, Elder now spawning in 3 seconds. We see Mask has the advantage already around it, has the position. We'll see Mask taking position here in this bush. Shadows knows though, they are playing it very carefully here. Pulling away the Elder. Getting some damage onto it, I'm not quite sure.
It was pulled too much.
Israel's still in the mid lane, just pushing the waves here while we have this standoff. Now we see Wukong here looking for some kind of flank potentially.
Yep, but this standoff, if it continues, it's benefiting Mask with those 2 open inhibs, means the minions will push in, and Shadows will need to answer it at the base.
You see they are slowly going for Elder here. Elder getting quite low, now all down to 11k. We see Gwen coming in with the TP here, got to back off, got to get another item. She's a bit stronger. Has hit level 20 as well. But there the Ilaoi missing the W, I think it is.
It's the E if you're...
Oh, it's the E.
mean the Sol.
Yep. I don't really play Ilaoi.
Yep.
But yeah, see, here we see her hit it onto the Syndra. Syndra taking a lot of damage now, down to half HP already. Now we see the fight breaking out. And all of them going in now, very, very messy. You see Wukong falls here to the Ezreal. Brom also coming in. Ilaoi is dead though. Ezreal dead as well. Brom now falls. Gwen will fall to the Veigar here. There's the Elder secured by Mask. Can they get anything here? Veigar very, very low. Has the Sonias. Sejuani needs to flash over the wall here. So yeah, Mask securing the Elder, but loses 3 members in the meantime. So it will be small advantage for both sides here. We'll see how this next few minutes plays out.
And also losing one of the Nexus towers as well for the Shadows.
Very true, very true. Yeah, these minions just got to stack up because that standoff took so long to start out. The minions just got to push in. So Shadows now needs to focus on getting these waves pushed out, get the Prior as well. We have Baron already spawned. We see it being pinged by both sides. Sejuani getting something here in his jungle, getting this blue buff. Veigar here looking to try and maybe get a pick. But Rakan able to sidestep most of it. Gets the knock up onto Veigar. There's the stun from Syndra as well. Veigar now taking a lot of damage. Here's the Misfortune ult. Secures the kill onto this Veigar. Now going for the Sejuani. Here's the Syndra still with a lot of damage. But the Sejuani ulti coming in. But Rakan is able to keep her alive. The Ezreal ulti doesn't really get too much there. Very good pick to get this Veigar out for this next fight for the Baron.
Yep, that also removes one of the Elders as well, so only Sejuani has the Elder right now. I really want Shadows to look for a fight now. They are better at team fighting. Their comp is better at team fight. And,
also has the numbers advantage.
They're 1 member up. Yep.
But yeah, we will see them just look to push this mid wave here. Now turning their attention in towards the river. Again, Ilaoi here just doing so much damage. Here's the Ezreal ulti coming in again. Doesn't get too much. Now turning the attention to the Baron. It's down to 9k. But the rest of Mask is there. Sejuani there. Down to 5. Down to 3. Who will get it? It will be Shadows here getting it. Now the fight breaks out. Let's see what happens. The Misfortune ulti coming in doing so much damage. There's Braum falling. Gwen did die though to the Sejuani. There's the tower again falling somewhere. But again, big fight there. Baron secured by Shadows. Also getting 1 kill. Only losing 1 as well. So it is a 4v4 with the Baron buff for Shadows. They now need to apply the pressure. Has the waves pushed in. Suddenly this game looks very, very even. Actually gold lead for the side of Shadows now. But since everyone is mainly full build, it doesn't matter too much now.
Yeah, but the gold lead for Shadows actually been there for roughly 7 minutes already.
Damn, I didn't even notice. But again, this late into the game, it doesn't matter too much. Again, Ezreal
it still
coming
doesn't
in.
matter because not everyone has finished their items. We can see the Illaoi is still missing 1, Wukong is missing 1.
Yeah, that's
Rakan
true.
and Braum are both
Wukong
missing
here
some
though,
items.
taking some damage from Sejuani, but again, Sejuani being full tank doesn't have too much damage. I don't know. It's very chaotic now. It's a lot of just pure fights at this point. There's the ulti coming in from the Sejuani though. Let's see what happens here. The Ezreal ulti hits as well. Now Misfortune with the ulti gets a lot of damage, but not quite enough. Now it's the Braum ulti. Only hits the Misfortune. Syndra dies to the Ezreal. Now Braum being low. The cage coming in from Veigar is very, very good. There's another kill onto the Rakan. He will fall. Wukong now is able to get out with the clone. It is a 3v4 now. And now Illaoi coming in with the TP.
Overpushed. They didn't have Gwen with them, and the Mask saw that. They took the opportunity, engaged, and managed to get 2 kills, which are very big at this point of the game.
Wukong is looking to just proxy
over 50
here.
seconds long.
Wukong proxying here, getting the inhib actually. Very, very good. Just not allowing them to push too much. Only with the wave they have. Nothing else is coming. So we're gonna stall out the game a bit more.
Wave. Braum, we can see Braum blocking
the Braum here dies from the Gwen ulti.
But he saves the wave.
Very, very good there from the Gwen to secure that kill. As the Wukong Misfortune stepping up here. Might look for something. Wukong now goes in. But the Illaoi ulti coming in. Now Wukong needs to be careful. He's taking a lot of damage. He's so low and he will fall. That is another kill for this Illaoi.
Again, Wukong is looking for
the Sejuani
so
ulti
much.
misses. Gwen here dashes forward. Takes a lot of damage. Here's the Misfortune ulti. Is able to secure the kill onto Sejuani. Gwen falls though to the Ezreal. It's a 3v3. Now it's the cage catching the Syndra. Syndra taking some damage. The exhaust coming in as well. And there's Syndra falling. It is just the bot lane standing. Misfortune, Rakan. Can they keep this game going? It's gonna be hard. Misfortune no ulti. Rakan no ulti. Still has flash, both of them though. But again, just looking for these towers. There's the knockup from Rakan coming in. Again, there is Rakan falling to the Veigar, and Syndra's Misfortune still alive, but the game will end. Going for the Nexus, there will be game 1 going to the side of Abyssal Mask. Holy, what a game, to say the least. A lot of back and forth, a lot of fighting, a lot of action. Very, very entertaining. Whew.
Yep, that was game 1.
That was... If that is what we can expect from this series, I think it will be very, very interesting to see who comes out on top here. Yep, that was game 1, Pluckter. But yeah, we will just quickly take a small break here. While we get everything ready. Need to quickly load up the new tournament codes and everything. Also, hopefully I can get the issue with stream mode fixed. Because I think that is what's causing the issue with the spectating at least.
I'm gonna be back to grab some water.
we will just take a small break here, so everyone can go get something to drink, go get a toilet break, whatever you need to do, and then we will be right back in about a minute or two. And we are back. Holy. But yeah. Um, um Alright, just getting some info here from the teams to see where Shadow wants to go. If they want blue or red, since they lost game 1, they have the decision for the game 2. It will be Shadows on blue side for this next game. But yeah, well, again, both teams having a few minutes here to get ready. So yeah. And hopefully for game 2 here, what's it called? Um, what's it called? The custom overlay will work, but we'll have to see. Um, Still quite new to using it, so yeah, there might be some issues, but we'll have to see how it goes for this next game if it wants to work. Hopefully now we have fixed the issue with the ADC of Mask using streamer mode, so that will fix some of the issues hopefully. But again, we'll have to see how it turns out. I will just quickly invite everyone here since I'm friends with most of the players. I can easily invite them all in rather than them having to use the tournament code.
And I'm back.
Perfect. I did just send you a friend request, so in case it breaks out again, you can still spectate it.
Yeah, got it.
But yeah, both teams now just slowly loading into the new lobby, and then we will be going ahead with the start in a few minutes. In the meantime, I can quickly talk about some news that we have going on. Very soon, I think either next week or the week after, we have two of our other teams also starting their split. They will be playing in the Prime League. I think we have one team in Div 6 and one in Div 7. Um, so a bit lower tier teams, but they will also be very interesting to follow. Um, I will do my best to either myself or have someone else stream their games as well. So for the ones of you interested, you can also follow along on their journey in the Prime League. But yeah, I think it's next week that they start. But again, more info on all of their games and when they start and play will be up on our website here within the next few days. So if you are interested in following that adventure, make sure to keep an eye out on our website. All information about the games will be on there when we know more.
Yeah, Abyssal veterans should have their first game on 1st of the next month.
Yeah. I cannot see the in-game chat. Can you?
Yeah, I can.
Can you let them know that we are ready for the draft whenever they are? Because mine is bugged. Yes, GH, it is Fearless. Which the biggest thing for Fearless here, I think, will be this Veigar. Veigar now already being picked by the side of Mask. Not allowing Shadows to get a chance of getting the Veigar, since we know Summit has been playing a lot of Veigar lately in solo queue and is quite strong on it. So very good use of the Fearless draft here from the side of Mask. Also, as we see here, there's no pick, but we do remember that this is a misfortune, so even though she is still available in the draft, she is not actually available. But yeah, just waiting for Shadows now to ready up, and then we will be going into the draft very, very soon.
No, because you're in Team 2 instead of Spectate.
Good call, good call. There we go. Alright. I am not quite sure what is holding Shadows back, but hopefully they will be ready anytime soon as well. Hey Clara! So, Asphyx, is there anything you are looking forward to in this game too? Anything you want to see happen from, like, in terms of the drafts?
Well, I'm expecting to see Alessandra ban again, or a pick.
Yeah, true. But we'll have to
That
see.
maybe some more scaling on the AD carry side, because, well, Ezreal is a scaly AD carry, but I would want to see two hyper carries fight each other this season, being allowing the ADCs to have 6 items. So in the game, if it goes that long again, that means we could see some insane damage from perhaps Aphelios or Jinx.
Very true. Could be very interesting to see. But yeah, bans so far looks to be. I think we will see a lot of the same.
They're ready. Do I start the game? No, wait, the draft.
They're ready in draft. Yep.
Yeah, okay. I didn't see. Yeah, I forgot to press game too.
All good, all good. But yeah.
So yeah, we see Mask repeat the Vladimir Lissandra bans.
Yeah, we see Shadows actually this time banning Poppy first rotation. So we could potentially see Shadows look for again some hard engage. Usually, what you want to do when banning out the Poppy, since Poppy is so good at just
Yeah.
stopping any kind of engage. Oh, we see here Shadows with the third
I
ban.
can see Shadows playing a Silas,
Yep.
so they could look for that angle as well.
Yeah, Side is very strong champ. Also, we know both the mid lane and jungler of Shadows can play the Silas. So very good flex pick for them. Something they could be utilizing this game as well. But that I think most of that depends what mask picks. Since with Silas, you really only want to pick him when you have a lot of good ultimates to steal, or like if he's really good into the matchup in the mid lane. But we'll see how it turns out. Shadows now with the first pick here. Will be going ahead and picking Diana. Very, very strong, as you mentioned. And you now are now coming from us. There is the hyper carry you wanted.
Yep. Jarvan,
Paired up with a
an
Jarvan.
answer to Diana.
Very, very good, very good. But yeah, already now, we have the hyper carry. We will probably see some kind of enchanter coming in as the support from Mask here. We know Yanara is so strong with the Milio, the Lulu pairings. So we could see some of that happening this game. Shadows
And we
going
see
for the
Corki, a
Corki.
very aggressive AD carry. Very strong nowadays as well.
Let's see what else they decide to go with here. There is the Aatrox. It was banned game one. We talked a bit about it. Yeah, we talked a bit about it the game one when it was banned, but here it is now coming in from Shadows. Just from what I know, I haven't seen Summit play too much Diana, so it will most likely be Aatrox top, more normal pick to go with. But I know Shadows has been experimenting a lot with Aatrox in the jungle. But here's the Malphite coming in. Oh, switching it up to a Quinn last second.
Switch to Quinn.
Very, very interesting. That's not something we see picked too often. But yeah, now we see second round of bans here. Probably gonna see a lot of focus here towards the support potentially. Especially since you have the Shinara actually deciding to go with the Yasuo ban. Again, Summit has played a lot of Yasuo early on. Doesn't play too much more, but is still very, very comfortable on it. So it makes a lot of sense to get that one out of the way. Especially when you have this Aatrox with so many knockups. The Diana as well with the ulti. Very, very good setup. Completely forgot about that one. Here's the Hui ban.
Hui ban, so they decide to ban towards. They decide to aim their bans towards the mid lane.
Let's see, and here's the Karma ban coming in from Mask. Hovers a bit over the Milio, which is very interesting to me, because I would think that is something that you would look to potentially play on Mask when you have a Quinn, you have a Yanara, both very, very good with this Milio, but decides to ban it instead. Very, very interesting.
That could telegraph that they're looking to pick something aggressive on the support, something engaging like Leona perhaps.
Yep. And here's the Lulu ban. Makes a lot of sense, especially when you have the Yanara already picked. Also with the Quinn,
Yep.
when Jarvan jumps in, Lulu also really good with the ulti. So Lulu ban here makes a lot of sense for Shadows, especially when Milio already banned by Mask themselves. Just taking away these two heavy enchanters. But now we see what they do decide with. They have to blind either the support or the mid lane here. Starts with a Rise in the mid lane. Very, very interesting pick. I always like a Rise. Since he can make some really, really nice plays with this ultimate, allowing to get him around the map quite easily.
Yep, and so far Rise doesn't look like a too bad of a pick into Shadows, because Shadows are quite close range so far. It could all change with the ADC or mid lane picks. Or not ADC, the mid lane pick.
We see Orianna. Oh, is he gonna do it or is he baiting me?
Wayne Hover.
Is he baiting me? Because all of Shadows know that I am, of course, big Swain main. Basically, the only thing I play. So it will most likely not be locked in. I couldn't imagine King playing Swain. He is quite strong. I have told him to play it a lot, but we'll see. Um, but I think he will most likely mix it up to something else in the end. Yep, there's the Realm. Bit more what I thought he would play. But again, Rel here makes a lot of sense. Yep, I did. I was hoping for this Wayne, but I mean, he has told
and
me.
As I said, Mask are looking for an engage support.
Yep.
And a rel pick by Shadows is a very nice pick as well. They picked away one of the Mask champions. The Decided is 200 games on rel last season, so pretty much a rel one trick.
Yeah, Summon. I know we've talked about it, but I know King also has mentioned it before to me. But one of you at least doing this split has to play Swain. I want to see it. Swain is so strong. I don't know why more people don't utilize him, but again, it's all good. So yeah, just waiting for the teams now to get ready. I see the coach of Shadows is in on blue side here rather than their actual mid laner, so should see that change around, and then they should be ready very, very soon. Here it is. Since my chat don't work, you can see whenever they're ready. You're also the one that has the lobby, I can see, so that is great.
Yep.
But yeah, we see two very, very aggressive team comps, I would say. Um, and then hopefully this custom overlay will work this time, but we will have to see. I'm just quickly gonna try out some things here. See if I can get it to work. I mean, it's working with that, so hopefully when we get into the actual game, it will work. But both teams are now lined up, and we are now going into the game. So we switch this over. For some reason, it is not loading my stuff. I love it when fucking OBS is not working. See if I can get this fixed real quick. And now it's of course fucking small. There we go. And yeah, draft will just be going. But we can talk a bit about the draft here. I think for Shadows, they definitely want to play aggressive this game. They have the Corki, they have Diana, Rel, Aatrox. All of them wants to just get in there. And then with the Orianna ultimate, they can look for some really, really big engages with this Rel, the Diana. So we could see some big team fights if they can link up properly. We saw them last game having some issues, not really coordinating too much together. So hopefully for this game, they can do it a bit better. We're on the side of Mask. Again, quite aggressive, but not as much, because you still have the Rise, Yanara, which want to stay back a bit more, but then you also have the Jarvan, the Alistar to go in with these hard engages. Um, so I think we will see a lot of fighting this game, more in the early game than we had last game. Um, so that it could something to look forward to. Uh, Most likely we will see a lot of action
Well,
towards the mid lane.
Shadows,
Hmm.
yeah, Shadows again, kind of picked for a wombo combo again, but this time we can see there is no such important factor of the team fighting on the top lane, which will allow him to play somewhere else or join in the fights a bit later.
Hmm. Very true.
But for Mass, for example, they have very strong engage, very strong pick potential with one target. Jarvan ultimate, for example, or Alistar finding someone.
Mm.
They also need to be careful of Jarvan Alistar anti-synergy, because Alistar can push out people out of Jarvan's cage.
True. That is very true. That is a key thing to look out for. But yeah, as I was about to say, I think we will see a lot of action towards this mid lane, since you have this Orianna Diana combo. They really like to link up a lot, with Orianna putting the ball onto the Diana as she goes in with the ultimates, just securing any target down and not allowing them to really go anywhere. So that is something we could look out for. That could potentially happen during this game. Um, Also, Summit here playing a bit more early game champ Orianna rather than the Syndra, the Veigar, which he's more used to. So interesting to see how that plays out again for this game. Um, but what about bot lane this game? How do you see this one playing out? It's a bit different this game, I think.
I think it's kind of a reverse of what we saw last time. I think Shadows want to be the ones aggressive this time early on and looking for those plays early game. Meanwhile, Masks want to just scale up with this Yunara.
Hmm. Very true, very true. Yeah, Corki is quite strong early on, and then of course Darrell, so much CC from her, especially after level 6, getting her ultimate as well. Able to just lock down someone for eternity, it feels like, when you're playing against it. Um, so that could make for some good plays in this bot lane with the Corki Darrell. Also, if Diana is coming down as well for the ganks, you have so much CC with the Diana ulti, the Rel ulti, the Qs, the Ws. Just so many forms of CC able to land onto this Yunara. It's of course going to be their goal. So we will see if that is something they can make happen. Um, pop, pop, pop. But yeah, we now have the spectator delay, of course. As always, gonna be about a minute, and then we will be loading in, unless we, of course, have some issues again. Well, at least the what's it called? Cause of the problem that I know could have done it has been fixed. So potentially this time it will work, but we'll have to see. Because I know there's been some issues with people having streamer mode on, allowing the or making some issues with the spectating of games. Um, so hopefully this will now fix it, but we'll have to see. Also, custom overlay. From what I've been able to see, it should work, um, but we'll have to see whenever we go into the game, because that might be where the issues occur. So we'll have to see here very soon. And the issue does seem to occur once again. Yep, so we will just have to do it the same way around. Just gonna make sure that I actually get the right person to spectate. Here it is. And then you can just spectate me. That should allow you to get in as well.
Yep. It doesn't let me spectate you because it's not you in the game, it's
I'm not.
someone
I'm not
else.
quite in the game yet, so hopefully, whenever I am, it will work. Try now.
Nope.
Alright, I will just give you a quick screen share here again then. Also, again, issues with the freaking game. See if I can get this to work here. I don't know why my Streamlabs is so scuffed right now as well. A lot of technical issues, but here it is working again. I will just quickly resize. And the custom overlay does not seem to be working for some reason. Yeah, nope. So we will just have to deal with the regular one again. Again, speed up the game.
By the way, on Discord, lower the stream quality a little bit because it lags, and I would rather be able to see what happens at lower quality than.
Alright, will do, will
Because
do.
it tends to freeze quite often. Lower the quality because it's at 1440p now.
Yeah.
Do it at 720 or 1080.
Is this better?
Yeah, I think I need to run for a bit because last game I got freezes quite often, so I
Okay.
didn't see what happened in team fights. It still persists. It could be just Discord. But we see not too much happening. Queen pushing in. She should have prio most of the time here. She's ranged against an Aatrox, so shouldn't be a too hard of a lane for Queen. Mid lane, it should be just CSing till junglers show up. Neither of mid laners should have too much kill pressure, but Orianna should be able to have prio once she has a couple of levels.
Yep.
And bot lane should go into the hands of Shadows because they are Corky Rel. They can play pretty aggressive once they reach level 6.
Yeah, very true, very true. And we see here early on, it is going to be Mask applying the pressure in his bot lane. You know, having a bit more poke. Yeah. Oh, we see already here an early gank coming in from the Jarvan. Orianna here has to flash away. Very good flash there, quickly to respond. Is able to get some damage off as the Jarvan runs away. But she is safe for now. That's the ghost used from Ryze as well. Now see the Aatrox here doing some damage. Quinn has to flash away. Both top laners playing with Ignite this game. Oh, we see Diana here looking for something top potentially, but Jarvan is on his way. They need to be careful. And there she's going to be spotted. Now it's going to be the junglers going head to head. Jarvan just going away. Diana trying to get the crux here, but... Oh, Diana going in again here. What's it called? Aatrox is there. There's the E coming in from Aatrox. Jarvan now has to flash his way. Quinn going in. Diana flashes here. Can she do something? But Quinn slowly doing damage. Ryze is there as well. This Diana needs to be very, very careful. There's the flash from Ryze to secure that kill. So low. Both the Quinn and the Jarvan here being so low. But it will be a double kill here for the side of Mask.
And that's devastating. Early kill going to the side of Ryze is always not a good side for the opposing team.
Yep.
It just means that Ryze is accelerated, he can scale up faster, and you don't really want to see it. Especially when your team is such short range as Shadows. Ryze will be able to apply his combo to a lot of people, landing those E's on multiple people, then using those E's to pop the Q with overcharge, dealing tons of damage.
Yep, very, very true. But now we see here the bot lane, the Corky Rel now getting some pressure. having hit some levels. Apparently there's issues on the stream now. I will try to fix it. Give me 1 sec. I'm not quite sure why this is.
Oh yeah, your stream is like the 3 FPS once in a minute.
I'm not quite sure why it's doing that. It wasn't the case last fucking game. I'll try to lower it a bit here so Discord isn't using too much. Maybe we can close
I don't think it's an internet issue. It's either encoder or PC.
Yeah, I think
because the quality is high, but the frame rate is like abysmal. But we can see a fight happening. Diana dies again. Another kill follows to Rise.
Alright, guys, let me know if that has fixed it. Because on my end, everything seems.
It hasn't. It hasn't.
On my end, everything seems fine.
Oh, now it's good. Now it's good. Now it's good. It just stream hasn't caught up yet.
Alright, perfect. Nice. Alright. Now we can focus a bit on the game. Yeah, okay, we see a lot of action here now looking towards this bot lane. The Rise, the Jarvan here coming in with the Rise ulti. Oh, Corki already quite low, flies away there.
I'm trying to find that Corki, but he manages to get out.
Now it's the Rel alone on the tower. Tries to back off here, they have no wave. It's gonna be hard for them to dive, especially when it's a Rel. Jarvan here takes one tower shot. Now it's the Diana going in, Jarvan dashing away. Able to secure the bit here. Rise going back to the mid lane. Orianna is on her way down there, but decides to just back. Not too much happening here. The bot lane will just back off now. But yeah, this Rise being 2-0 up already is gonna be so hard for the side of Shadows to deal with. But again, we see they are very wombo combo as we talked about, so hopefully towards the later game when they all link up, they will be able to make some big plays that will turn this game around. Oh, Quinn taking tower shot here. Now the Aatrox here going in, hits the E. But Quinn able to get a bit away. Here's the flash though coming in from the Aatrox with the ulti as well. The ignite has been hit. She is burning from the ignite. That will be a solo kill there for Davio in the top lane on this Aatrox. Very well played there from him. Quick with the flash. Now they're looking for the grubs. Alistar Jarvan. Yep. Alistar Jarvan though looking here for these grubs. Shadows is already on him. Has secured one. The Rel here as well. Can he do something? Alistar gonna knock him away. Now Shadows abandoning the grubs, leaving one still alive, but we'll turn their attention to it now. We see Quinn on her way as well.
I think you meant... Oh yeah, because Shadows are still on the grubs.
Yep, yeah, they're going on the grubs now.
Yeah.
They just left one alone before. But yeah, they secured all three of them. Very good there from them, especially with this Aatrox on your team. Having those grubs allowing him to get a bit more split pushing power will be very strong towards the later game, if the rest of the team can of course keep up. But now it's the Quinn going in on the Aatrox. Aatrox here hitting the first Q. E doesn't quite hit off.
Diana is there too.
Diana coming now as well. Has the ultimate. Could look for something. There's the first dash. Misses the ulti though. Oh, the Quinn with the instant flash.
Flashes it out.
Yep. Instant flash from Quinn there. Good with the reactions to be able to survive that. Oh, bot lane here. We have the Alistar now looking in the bush. There's the Alistar going in on the Rel. But Rel being Rel is able to just tank it without any too many issues. We see both bot lanes has hit level 6, has all the summoner spells up, has both ultimates. Oh, Quinn here. Oh, just about doesn't get that.
Weren't able to cancel the recall.
See next Drake spawning about 50 seconds here. could see some action towards the bot lane. Diana is already there, having her entire bot side up. Can go clear that and still get ready for the Drake without wasting too much time. Where Jarvan in the meantime has to abandon some of his actually only one camp in the top lane. But Diana decides to back off.
We see Quinn flying down towards mid lane as well for this Drake fight that could break out.
Yep, they are looking for it. They want it. Here's the Quinn going in on the Orianna. Orianna now with the ultimate, getting the Quinn under the tower, able to secure that solo kill. Very well played there from Summit to secure that. Allowing the fight to still be a 4v4. Even with Aatrox pushing in this top lane, he's going to be able to get so much on this tower now. Diana getting the red buff here. Now the Drake has Bond. And we see Mask instantly starting up the Drake. But Diana is there, Rel is there. Now Corki turning his attention as well. But the Drake already down to 1200. And it will be just secured. Now Quinn here looking to do some damage. Gets a bit. Yeah. Key thing to note here, Corki is without any mana in this bot lane. Needs to be careful now. And here's the Aatrox though, hitting the E onto this Quinn. Taking a lot of damage now, and there is another solo kill for W on the Aatrox. Very well played there. Here's the Diana going in the bot lane, gets the double ulti. But the Rise, the Jarvan, both there. The Jarvan going in, gets the knock up onto Rel. Rel has to flash away, being so low. There's the Diana falling. Jarvan low, Alistar low, Summit is there. Can he do anything? Not quite. Corki's so low, Rel is so low, they can't really do anything. They need to just back off. But yeah, again, Aatrox here getting so much in this top lane.
Yep, we can see only pretty much top lane for the Shadows winning this game. It's gonna be a real struggle for everyone else. This Aatrox will need to perform a very strong game to help out his team.
For sure, for sure. Which I think he can. Aatrox is a very strong champ, able to do a lot on his own. It's a bit like the Ilauri we saw last game. Has so much healing, so much damage. So I think we will be able to see him do wonders.
And he went for the Cyclone Sword build, which means he will do a lot of damage. He will slow down people.
Very true, very key.
And with the Cyclone Sword as well, that still leaves the option of going Assassin Aatrox as well.
But yeah, see game slowly just slowing down again now. No objectives to play for, so both teams will just be farming up, looking for the opportunity that opens up. Yes, you know, looking forward. There's the stun from Rel though.
Nothing significant, just trading up each other, trading health bars, trying to do some damage, trying to force someone out of lane.
I would like to see Shadow's bot lane be a bit more aggressive here. Like, King on the Rel there, hitting the stun onto Yunara, but decides not to go in with W. He still has his ulti, could have potentially made something happen, but they're playing it a bit safe.
Yep, I completely agree with that. Cop and the King are playing very safe. They should be trying to be aggressive, especially because Diana was bot side. They had the cover. They should have.
Quinn here flashing, but Aatrox so much damage. Flashes away from the tower there, able to secure another solo kill. Davio is going ham this game. He's gonna be strong. Let's see here, bot lane. Oh, King misses the Q, but now Alistar is able to knock the Rel very far back. Jarvan is there, gonna be able to catch this Corki. Corki will fall. Now it's King. Can he get out of this? There's the ulti from Jarvan. He now needs to be very careful. The ulti coming in here is able to drag him on the tower, but it's not quite enough. They will get low, but no kill. So that will be a double again here in this bot lane. Yunara now so strong, sitting on 3 kills as well.
And Mask notices that The bot lane of Shadows is overstepping with no help for them. Diana is on opposite side of the map, so they pull the trigger, get the double kill bot side.
Yep. But now we see Davio going to the bot lane. Can this Aatrox do anything? Not quite. He will just slowly walk up again as Corki is entering lane.
So yeah, now I want the team of Shadows to look for a wombo combo, fast team fights. You don't want them to drag out.
For sure.
Because dragged out team fights will be a problem, because Ryze and Yunara have consistent DPS. They will shred your team if the team fight drags out.
Very true, very true. Yeah, Casper here on the Yunara is so strong. 3 kills, has 2 items now. They want to look for something, which they are. But, oh, Hazy here on the rise. Gets caught out, but instantly flashes the Diana ulti again. Very, very good. In the meantime, we see the top laners here. And it will be another solo kill for Davio. He is so strong. Now we got a big fight here in this mid lane river. What will happen? Not quite. We see Shadow slowly backing off. But again here, the stun onto the Rel. She will fall. Yunara though is gonna die here. Alistar has to flash away. Can they catch him? They are chasing. Drake has spawned. Oh, there's the Diana with the dash onto the scuttle to be able to hit that Q. Very well played there from her. But now they get the Drake. And that will be good. That will be second Drake for the side of Shadows.
But yeah, as I said, we saw that fight. Yeah, it didn't go to the favor of Mask, but it was dragged out. It was very difficult for Shadows to pull out. They did a very good job winning that. But we saw that DPS was there. If Yunara gets a couple more items and fights drag on like that did, it will be disastrous for Shadows. They need fast team fights, just land their combos with Orianna and Diana landing their both ultimates.
Oh, King here is able to just jump over the wall. Oh, he needs to be careful here. Now he has been spotted. Again, 2v there on the Diana. What will happen towards this mid lane? We see a lot of people here now. Nothing too much gonna happen. Just trying to get some damage onto this tower. Now again, King here, alone, being caught, taking some damage, but Rel being as tanky as she is able to just walk out. Yeah, game seems to slow down a bit. We see Mask trying to get a lot of vision actually here in the Shadows jungle.
Not only get vision, but deny vision as well.
True.
Because
true.
if you would change the overlay, you would see the entire bot side jungle is completely dark to the side of Shadows. Yeah, here and
yeah, we see here Mask having so much vision down there, while in the meantime Shadows has no vision in their own jungle. Has now set up a lot of vision in the Mask top side, but again, it's a bit even the match now. But they need to be careful walking around their own jungle now.
Yep, considering that Drake is spawning in 2.5 minutes, if they manage to keep up that kind of vision, it will be very hard for Shadows to fight it. And the top lane vision isn't too beneficial because the lead is on Aatrox. He's not a good Baron DPSer. They can't do Baron. It's not an objective they can do on spawn.
Nope. They need to get a few kills before they can.
It's not as relevant as the vision on bot side.
Oh, someone needs to be careful. There's instant flash out of the Jarvan ulti.
And here, we can see the bot lane vision already paying dividends. They managed to get the Orianna flash because
now we
of
see the Davio here. He is chasing. Well coming in as well. Can they do anything? There's the stun. There's the Q. But they are now too far away, so they can't really do much. Now's the Jarvan going in, though. That is a suicide mission as he's going into an Aatrox who will just kill him. Now Rice left alone in this bot lane. Will they look for the dive?
They need to be wary because he has completed the servants, he has the shield.
Oh, Rice is backing
He
off
can...
though. That's not what you want to do. There's all the CC in the world landing onto him. And there will be another kill going onto the Orianna this time. But Yunara in the meantime getting the double in the mid lane. Killing both Cub and Hoofy. That is not what you want to see for the side of Shadows. Casper now being very, very strong, saying that 5 kills, going to be able to back off and get potentially even his third item completed now.
Yep, and he's looking for mid tower still.
Especially with that tower.
Opens up so much space because that the Masks has bot lane and top towers gone as well. With the bot lane vision, if they manage to set it up again, that means they control the entire map. They can walk where they want and they will see everything.
So we see now Casper on Yunara here, backing off, see what he buys. It will most likely be Infinity Edge or some kind of hard damage item here. Let's see what he decides to go with. It will be the Infinity Edge secured. 3 items on him now, he is strong.
3 items and the boots hidden probably because of the bot lane quest.
Yep, that's very true, very true.
Meanwhile, Corky barely has started his third item, so he's right behind. The damage difference from the AD carries will be very important here in this fight.
Oh, we now see everyone gathered around this Drake. It is gonna be Shadows here on the Drake. Has the position. Let's see what happens here. See, Larry is looking for the flank. The Quinn, we know she has the move speed. Can he do anything? But Diana is going in on him. But is able to get out. No too big issues there. Yunara in the mid lane. Shadows see this. Oh, let's see now. We see fight's gonna break out. There's the Jarvan going in with the ultimate. What's gonna happen? Quinn is in the backline. Quinn is able to secure the kill onto Orianna. Orianna gets a kill though as well. Aatrox able to kill the Alistar. Aatrox gets the Jarvan as well. W here being so strong. Also Shadow secures the Drake, but Yunara gets this damage off. As you said, the fight drags out. Yunara can pump out the damage to Rise as well. Now King has to run. Can he get out here? Oh, the slow just about doesn't hit. He will just slowly run out. They lose the fight, but they get the Drake. Again, very even, going 3 for 4. So it's not too bad securing the Drake as well. Quite even fight, I would say, in the end. But yeah, there we see it happen, as you mentioned. The fight dragging out, the Shinara, the Rise, able to just pump out that damage. Has so much solid DPS.
Yep, and even though the fight went in favor of Masks, Shadow still managed to get the Drake, but they're losing gold on top lane as well because the big wave crashed there. Some of it was caught just now by Orianna, but again, the gold-wise, the lead expands towards the side of Masks.
Yeah, we see mid lane quite even though. Jungle as well, small lead for Jarvan. Oh, we see now Orianna needs to be careful here. Quinn doing a lot of damage. Orianna has to flash away. In the meantime, we see here Alistar is being caught, and he will just fall. There's another one for Aatrox. But yeah, as I was mentioning.
Meanwhile, they're trying to sneak Baron,
and they will actually.
They will manage to.
Yeah, there we see it happen. You've mentioned this so many times. The DPS from Mask allowing them to just secure this Baron without any big issues. But now it's the Quinn left alone, will fall. But yeah, going back to the gold here, we see
Alistar and Queen fall for it, but it's nothing compared to the buff of Baron.
Yeah.
Getting it so early means they will be able to push if they manage to land one good fight. They could even look for an end if they manage to find a decent fight here.
But yeah, if you just take a look at the individual gold leads here, like jungle quite even, support quite even, mid lane small lead for Rise, but then we have the ADC so far ahead on the side of Mask, but in the top lane we see Shadows being so far ahead. So yeah. But also, key thing to note, Shadows is on soul point. So next Drake will be sold for them. unless Mask can deny it. Now's the Jarvan here going in onto the Diana, but nothing too much happening of it. He does have a roll with him. And all of Mask stacking towards this mid lane, using this Baron buff to try and get a push. But nothing too much coming of it.
Aatrox being top lane means the team of Mask could try to look for a forced fight here. Oh, but Aatrox is rotating now.
Oh.
But Queen is trying to keep vision on him. Oh.
Yeah, and Shadows is not
him,
following in.
Don't manage.
Here's the ulti coming in from Ryze though. It is only him taking it though. Or only Yunara taking it. But Aatrox is able to just slowly get out. But now they are all here. Quinn is not there, so it is a 5v4 if a fight breaks out. But nothing comes of it. They will just push the tower. With the crystalline overgrowth here, able to secure that. So actually, Shadow's benefiting a lot here, even though it is Mask that has the Baron buff.
It just feels a little bit like Mask are afraid of pulling the trigger just yet.
Very true, very true. Yeah, I think Mask, they could play a lot more aggressive, especially when they know the Aatrox is in the top lane. They have a way stronger 4v4 right now, with Ryze being so far ahead, the Yunara being extremely ahead. They have so much solid DPS, they have so much damage. So when Aatrox is not there, they can look for the fights, but they are a bit too scared to really pull the trigger, as you said.
And it looks like the next fight will be at the Drake.
Oh, W now here, coming in. He is all alone though. He cannot survive this. They have so much damage and he will fall. The rest of Shadows is not with him. Something went wrong there in the communication. And now it's a 5v4 for the side of Mask. But the Diana here going in is able to do something. Jarvan though with the ulti. Here's the World ulti coming in as well. Catches the Yunara. She will fall. Now good damage going on to this Jarvan. But in the meantime we see Diana here. Falls as well. Now it's the Alistar's gonna die as well. That's a double for the Corki. Getting him a bit back into the game.
But yeah, as we can see, even if they get the strongest member of Mask, the Yunara, Ryze is still there and the fight dragged on. What does that mean? He can keep DPSing.
Yep. And that will be Drake for Mask, denying Shadows to get the early soul. Now we have to wait at least 5 more minutes for that to happen. But now we see again,
but will
2
we
minutes
get
for
to
Baron.
there? That's the real question. With Baron spawning in 2 minutes as well, that could mean another fight breaking out there.
Very true, very true. But yeah, game again quite even. Only 1k gold lead in total for the side of Mask now. Oh, King needs to be careful. He's gonna get caught here. Alistar is on his way. There's Jarvan stopping the W from hitting. And here's the ulti coming in, but Aatrox is there. Jarvan has to flash away. Now it's the Alistar in the front. But Rel's taking so much damage. Can't get out. Yunara is there. Oh, can they one-shot? There's Yunara dead. Instant one-shot. Now Alistar dies as well. They still have the Aatrox. And here, oh, a lot of damage now falling onto this Quinn, to the Jarvan. Quinn has to flash away. They are running. They are chasing. Can they get anything? There's Diana going in and gets the kill onto the Quinn. Now Aatrox here looking for the Ryze. But Ryze flashes away, gets the blast cone. He will get to safety. Jarvan still running. Summit is looking for him, but it's not going to be able to get him. They will go for this tower now. Ryze pumping out some damage, but it's not enough. Good fight here from Shadows, making the game now completely even.
Yep, Shadows keep getting this Yunara, which is giving them so much time to fix up their items, try to get more gold. They now even have a gold lead, which means they can keep pressuring them.
See now, a lot of attention towards this top side. The Baron is spawning in 10 seconds. Both teams know this.
Yep, but the key difference being here, the team of Shadows haven't reset yet
Yep.
after that fight,
We
so
see,
they
oh,
haven't spent
Diana here
all
looking for the
of their
backline,
gold.
get some damage, but it's not enough. Now the fight breaks out, the Jarvan ulti coming out. There's all the Aatrox in the backline, all of them dying. He is so strong, he is so good. He has had a game in a halftime. Holy, he is playing well today, Davio. That is nice to see, and the Baron here will fall as well. But yeah, there we see what they want to do, Shadows. Get the fight, instantly pull the trigger, and one-shot the carries. Because the fight doesn't drag out, so
Yep.
they have no damage to really see. So yeah, that's how Shadows win, that's how they want to play it, and here we see them do it to perfection.
Great execution by everyone on the Shadows team this fight. And then instantly rushing Baron, everyone gets to reset. They have so much gold now. They're 4k ahead.
Yep.
5k ahead, excuse me.
Suddenly the game looks a lot more favored towards the side of Shadows. Also,
Yep, they
still on soul
want to keep
points.
landing those wombo combos, getting those skills on Yunara Rise, and the game will be theirs.
Now we see the Drake spawning in a minute and a half. It will be soul if Shadow is able to secure it. You see the Baron cannon slowly poking down the tower, and there it will fall. In the meantime, Aatrox in the bot lane, just so big of a wave with this Baron buff, able to get this tower without any issues. See
And
all of
now
them.
Drake spawning in 1 minute.
Yep. And we see Shadows now just taking everything in Mask jungle here. Mask with no way to really step in. They have no vision, no control. And all of Shadows will reset here before the Drake spawning in 40 seconds. Now let's see. It's gonna be Mask first to position them around this Drake here. Gonna try and get the vision control. Now here, Shadows deciding to go from the mid lane. Oh, Aatrox there has to flash away. Uses the flash early to
Very
make
fast
sure
reaction.
Yep.
As soon as they see, he sees Alistar and Jarvan, instant flash out. Very safe option. Very nice play. He knows
now
he's
no, the
strong.
Jarvan
He
here
knows he's
going in.
important.
Oh, no, Summit will die instantly there. Now the Aatrox here, rest of the team is there. Quinn falls. Rel is dead though, they have no more CC. The fight is striking out, that's not what you want to see for the side of Shadows. Can W do something on this Aatrox? Alistar being very, very low. Yunara being low. Yunara does fall. There's the Jarvan dead as well. You still have Diana. You still have Aatrox. But again, big fight there. Dragging out, allowing Mask to get these kills, to get the damage off. But Tofi here will just turn his attention to the Drake. Try and solo it while everything is happening. And Aatrox now looking for something. Not gonna catch. Cub just slowly taking towers in the meantime. There it is. It's gonna be the mid tower falling. It's just the inhibitor left standing now. But that is soul point, or what's it called? Soul now for Shadows. The Ocean Soul being very, very good for them. Oh, here's Diana going in.
Ooh,
Can they do
Rise
something? The
overstepping a
ulti
little
coming
bit.
in onto Rise. There's some damage, but it's not quite enough. Rise is able
But
to get out.
Alistar is there to cover.
That was so close for Big Pig, but
Yeah, but as we saw last fight, they managed to find the backline, so the fight dragged on. The fight was much rougher to win. They still won, but it was so much closer than it should have been.
yeah, for sure. Like, if they allow this Rise and Yunara to just stay there and get their damage off, they will have so much, as they have so much DPS. Also, Yunara now sitting at 4.5 items. Corki has caught up now, getting a lot of these kills in these team fights. It's on 5 items. So turning the game completely around in this bot lane now.
Yep, they're at this point they're 7k ahead.
not much happening now. We have about a minute till Baron. Just gonna see some fight
But
for the
Rise
vision.
could be in a
Oh,
dangerous
Rise Corki
position.
here. Battling it out. There's the GA being popped for the Corki though. Rise trying to ult away. Knows he can't stay in it because Diana is there. Now the Jarvan coming up to try and secure it. Rise has to now back and get the reset.
But that's Corki without the GA for the next fight. And Baron is spawning in 40 seconds. That means that could change something.
Very true, very true. Also, key thing to note here, both Davio and Cop with 700 gold bounty on them. If those bounty goes to the right people on Mask, that would make a big difference in this game as well. We see just fighting for the vision for this Baron here. Spawning in about 10 seconds now.
If I'm Team Shadow now, I wouldn't force Baron. I would just try to bait people in, get a pick or two, and then look for a Baron play then.
Very true, very true.
And that seems like what they're doing. They're being patient, they're waiting. They know they shine in team fights where they can wombo combo on the backline. So they're trying to find that.
There's going to be a big standoff here in the mid lane. Who's going to pull the trigger? What's going to happen? Can they find the right engage? There's some good damage here onto the Rise. Corki just trying to poke. Jarvan trying to clear some vision.
Standoff is the benefiting Team Shadow. Minions are pushing in. Already at least one wave crashed bot lane.
But now Quinn is in the top lane. They see this, they know this.
Yep.
Will they look for
find
it?
A crash on mid lane?
Yep. Now Aatrox here,
Oh,
running for the Rise.
just a wave.
And there's the hitting, and Rise will just instantly fall. Now they're looking for the fight. Now they're chasing. Turns their attention now towards the Baron. They want to push this wave though. There it is. Now all of them.
Yep, they found
running
one pick. Now they wanna keep looking towards this Baron. But they're not very confident because Yunara is still alive. Yunara is still a very scary champion. If they manage to peel for her properly, she could be devastating.
Yep. But they are just going for the Baron. Mask knows they can't contest, so
they
just
rush
pushing.
it so quick with Corki. Now having those 5 items means he just shreds it.
Yep. But Quinn is able to secure the tower in the top lane. TP's away to instantly get out.
Yunara and Jarvan find the tower mid lane as well. That's 2 800 gold bounties coming to the side of Mask.
But now with the Baron on Shadows, they will be able to push out these waves in time for the Elder spawning in about a minute now. Let's see what's gonna happen here. See again, there's gonna be some fight for the vision here. Corki getting some damage onto this Alistar. Alistar actually taking a lot of damage now. Aatrox is not there. They need to be careful.
Diana on the flank.
Oh, this could be very, very big if they can find the right engage now. Now it's the king here taking some damage though. Again, just fighting for the vision. Oh, and here we see Jarvan though going in. The ulti there as well. Corki flying away from it though. Jarvan being so low, but King now is gonna take a lot of damage. Is he gonna be able to survive it? Quinn is dead. We see the Diana here. Aatrox in the back line. There's Janar dead. There's Alistar dead. There's just the Rise. He falls as well. Jarvan left alone. Can he get out? They are chasing him. They're looking for the mid lane now. Oh, the blast going there to get away.
This should be game.
With the Baron buff, they have a few minions. All of them left alive. Only Jarvan standing in their way. Can they end the game? They will look for it. There's the Orianna ulti to catch the Jarvan. He will fall. He will die. And now, looking for the Nexus towers. There's the first. And there's the second. And now it's just the Nexus. And that will be game 2 for the side of Shadows. Again, very entertaining game. These two teams playing so well against each other. It is a absolute blessing to see this. Holy. And we will be going in to a game 3. First game of the split, going into a third game. Very, very interesting. Very good. Very nice. And it will be Mask on blue side for game 3, I have been told. So yeah, we will just slowly be loading everything in now. Let me just quickly... get everything set up. Let me just find the third code. There it is. But yeah, going into game 3 with these two teams, with how the first two games have gone, this can only be entertaining to watch. Because holy, they are playing so well, both of them. Alright. But yeah. So it will be Mask going for blue side this game. In the game 3, the deciding game. But yeah. With how these games has gone, I am looking so forward to this split. To see how it turns out. Because both these teams look so strong. And with all the other teams in the league they are playing in, I think we could see both of them towards the top, and we will maybe towards the end of the split see a rematch in the playoff, potentially in the final between these two teams, which would be so amazing to see. Let me just get this all set up here so we get ready for the draft. I should just invite everyone in. Also, I will see if I can get one of them to add you so you can spectate it without me having to screen share. Alright. One of them should be sending you a friend request soon. So you can be able to actually proper spectate it. That should also help with the stream quality, so I don't have to stream at two places. But yeah, interesting game here. Let's see. We will take a small break as we get everything ready, and then I will be right back in about 30 seconds or a minute. And we are back. Noah, Shadows won game 2. Um, So yeah, we will be going into game 3 here very, very soon. Um, Asphyxia, you here?
Yep.
Perfect. Can you add what's it called, Davio, top
Yeah,
lane
yeah,
of the Shadows?
I did.
All right, perfect.
I did.
Because then if it bugs out again, you will still be able to actually proper spectate.
Yep.
Also, my chat again is bugged, so if you can let them know that we are ready for draft
It's
whenever they
bugged
are.
for me as well this time.
All right. Anyway. I will just message both of them on Discord then, since for some reason I don't know why it keeps doing this with the chat. Sometimes it's kind of annoying, but it is all right. I have let them both know that we are ready for the draft whenever they are. Bup, bup, bup. All right, here we go. Game 3 draft is on the way.
And Mask again, showing the same ban on Vladimir.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see a lot of the
Shadows
same in general.
prioritizing the Poppy ban here now. Lissandra ban again. And Zed ban again. Real Swift bans here for now. Relatively same champs. Nautilus and the Severe.
Ooh, very interesting bands here. Bit different, but yeah, very nice, very nice.
And we see an instalog of Saya by Masks.
Oh, here we see.
Not instalog, but over of Jinx.
Could we be blessed with another one of these hyper carries? This time for the side of Shadows, switching up their playstyle a bit from what we've seen in the in 2 other games. It is gonna be the Jinx. Again, still with both of the, like, all of the enchanters left open. We haven't seen any enchanters so far this series. Let's see what they decide to go with. It's gonna be the Xin Sao.
And this is how.
Xin Sao again, very, very strong, very typical jungler. We see him played a lot. So, it's very, very good pick there. Let's see what Mask has to answer with. Go to Mundo, potentially. Again, so far this season, we've seen Mundo being played a lot, both in jungle and top lanes. Interesting to see where this one will be going.
Yep, very smart to pick it this early if you're planning on flexing it. Leaves the enemy team questioning where it's going, so they will not know.
Oh, and Leona here, being blind picked in the bot lane to see what Shadows can answer that with.
Well, speaking of enchanters that can answer Leona, I'm already thinking Milio.
Yep, Milio could be very, very good here. And there it is.
And here it is.
Are they gonna lock it in? They will lock it in. It is gonna be a Milio.
They are. Yep, it's perfect enchanter for Jinx, bonus range, day healing, and on top of that, he's good at counter engage. He can knock up Leona when she's trying to dash with her E. perfect answer here by
Yeah.
the Shadows.
Also, the ultimate to stop some of the CC from this Leona also very,
Yeah.
very strong. So yeah, Milio, very,
Or
very big pick here.
or even the Feather CC by Zaya.
True, true, that is also key. Now Fury Band coming in now from Shadows. Very interesting.
Yep, it's understandable if you're playing to get this Jinx ahead and her being your main carry, Nafiri could be very scary with her one-shot combos.
Ooh, Abyssal now being banned out here from the side of Mask. But yeah. Let's see what can we see happen here from the side of Shadows for the last ban. It is gonna be a taking the time. It's gonna be the way.
Wait.
I mean, Hui is more of a personal ban, I think. I know Summit really hates playing against him, so makes a lot of sense to get that out of the way. Same with the LeBlanc here, because from what I know, and I know quite a lot about it, Summit doesn't play too much LeBlanc, so I think, again, this is more of a personal ban in terms of what they want to play. But let's see. Shadows now, what they do. They're gonna go with the Cassante, hovering it here. They do lock it in. Cassante, as we know, quite strong, quite versatile in what he can do. Ooh,
Nasus. This could be very interesting.
it could for sure. Switching it up, potentially for the Cho'Gath. Two champs that scales very, very well. And unironically,
They lock
depending
in
on
the
the mid laner here, Swain could be a good pick. It's gonna be a Malzahar potentially. Yone. Oh.
I very much doubt it's gonna be Malzahar. They really doubt the lag damage if they go Malzahar here.
Yeah, I think so as well. Yeah, it's gonna go with the Yone instead. I mean, unironically, Swain here is not a bad pick for Summit to play in the mid lane. If he's gonna pull it out, now would be a great time. You have actually four melee champs with the Yone. So Swain has a lot of value, but they go with the Silas, also very strong here. You have the Cho'Gath ulti, the Yone ulti, Leona ult as well. Silas here could be very, very big for them. And they do go with it. That will be a very interesting mid lane matchup. I look forward to seeing that. I don't know why this keeps not working.
Well, looking at these two drafts, I prefer Shadows again because Masks have so little magical damage, and Shadows can have two tanky champions with Zinzao and Cassante. Well, Zinzao typically doesn't go tank, but in a game like this where there is so little magical damage, I wouldn't be scared of going tank Zinzao.
Very true, very true. I look forward to see how this one turns out for them. But we will have to see what they decide to do. And there we go.
Shadows have just a classic protect the ADC comp, just play front to back, team fights, DPS, make sure your ADC lives no matter what, and you win the game. Meanwhile, Mask have kind of a tanky team where you want to one-shot someone with Cho'Gath and then just make the enemy team scramble for to fix that team fight after that person dies. Because Cho'Gath late game can be very scary with his flash on most likely what will be the target, the Jinx, and
Hmm.
ultimate. It will almost always do half HP to her, depending on how well he stacks his ultimates.
Yep, very true, very true. This Cho'Gath is gonna be key in terms of getting this Jinx. Also, you also have the Yone who can also hope, like, if he can land it, gets the ulti onto the Jinx, also able to go in and one-shot her. Um, which is gonna be the key focus for Master's game. Is gonna get this Jinx out of the fights, because she's gonna be able to have so much of the DPS. But then again, on the side of Shadows, you do have the Cassante, who is also good at just pulling someone away from the fight with his ultimate. If they are near any walls, he can get them completely away. Let's see, what are we waiting for here? We're just waiting for the teams to get properly lined up, and then we will be ready very soon. All right, I have given the go ahead to the teams that we are ready, so we're just waiting for the teams now to get ready. Shouldn't take too long, hopefully. Um,
But what a series so far. Both games being quite back and forward. One team being in the lead, then another taking the lead, then another taking initiative, and just push and pull from both teams. Neither team letting go.
It looks like it is just Shadows we're waiting for here. They're probably going over the game plan for this game. So we will be ready very soon for this game 3. But yeah, if the first 2 games has shown us anything, it is we're gonna be in for a hell of a blast. It is gonna be very entertaining, a lot of action, a lot of fighting, um, some good combos here and there. These two teams has shown to play very well up against each other. Uh, so this third game here can only be better or worse. But I think we will see a lot of action here, a lot on the line. Not only getting the 2 points for the league, but also getting the gloating right over the other teams, since they all know each other. They are both part of our organization. So a lot of stakes here for both teams. No one wants to lose this. So there might be some nerves, some hype. Let's see if that plays in. Um, we're just waiting for Shadows. I don't know quite what the issue is for them.
Also, another factor that not a lot of people consider, but exhaustion as well. These series
Mm-hmm.
have been going on for 3 hours. It's late in the day. People are tired. Whichever team can deal with that easier will find it easier to play these games as well.
Very true, very true. That is definitely something to think about. It has been a long one, 2 very long games, both going about between 40 to 50 minutes. So a lot of fatigue coming in as well. I know a lot of these guys are used to playing a lot of solo queue, but it's just not the same when playing in the competitive scene.
Yep.
So much more communicating and all that kind of stuff. It really can make a difference in how you play. Just waiting here for them to get ready, and it seems they are all ready now. Um, there we go. we should now be ready. Seems the client might be having some issues. I'm not quite sure what is going on. But both teams has at least now lined up and are in the position they should be. And here we go. Some small issues there, but nothing the teams can't fix themselves. So we are good to go now with the official draft.
Seems you left your brave pants at home. Want me to wait while you go get them?
Yeah, working with the mock data. See what's gonna happen with this game here. You see picks and bans coming in now, or bans I mean coming in. Um, Hopefully the teams can speed this up, because I know they probably don't want this to go on too much longer. It has been a long one so far already. Luckily they are playing on a Friday. But yeah, here's the picks coming in quickly. Now with second bans. But yeah, we can talk a bit about the different laning phases here. How you see the bot lane turning out this time? Because now it's a lot different with the enchanter suddenly in the mix.
Well, I favor Mask early game because of Zaya's early game. She has incredible early game pressure with her feathers doing so much damage. But Milio counters Leona quite hard. It will really depend on how well this Milio can play. It will decide the lane, how the lane goes more than the performance of AD carries.
That's very true, very true. Um, but yeah, besides the bot lane, I think most lanes are gonna be quite safe. Like Silas Zone, for both of them, it's hard to really get a kill for either of them, and same with the top lane. You have K'Sante, Cho'Gath, two beefy boys, so I think it's gonna be hard for either lanes to really get any early kills, unless of course you have the ganks or
Uh,
someone overstepping, making mistakes. But yeah.
I would disagree a little bit.
Hmm?
I would say in mid lane it's easy for both of them to get a kill, and they will just play quite passive because of that. But
Eh,
it again depends on how will they play. They're
yeah,
both melee. They both have some CC in their kits. That means they can lock each other up. That means they can look for those solo kills.
that is very true, very true. But I think early on it's gonna be hard for any of them to really get the damage off in time, because Yone has his E, I think. He can
Yeah,
always jump
if you
back
mean
to.
the shadowy thingy
Yes,
where he can, yeah.
yeah. And then Silas, as we know, has a lot of healing in his kid, so it's gonna be hard for either of them, I think. But again, all depends how they play it, how aggressive they want to be, or if any of them makes any small
Yep.
mistakes. Because we did mention it. There's fatigue. There's the pressure of this game. It's the first game of the split. It's between the friendly enemies, so there's a lot on the line here, and that can really get to your head. So we'll see if that
Yep.
plays into effect in any kind of way.
As well, this young, well, this both mid laners are quite experienced, so they will know of this. But Silas level 2 spike is very dangerous, so should watch out for that because that combo with E and W could be devastating. I've seen so many mid laners falling to that. Being a mid laner for one season as well, I have experienced it myself.
Mm. just having the spectator delay as always, and then we will be going into the game. So who you think is gonna take this? Just based on the drafts and the games we've seen.
I favor Shadows for this game. They won the last game. Mental is on their side. They have the better draft on top of that. We saw. I forgot the nickname of AD carry for Shadows.
Cup.
Cup. Yeah. We saw a nice performance from him in the mid game and in the late game as well. If he can carry that to the next game, to this game, I have 100% on the side of Shadows.
Very true, very true. Alright, here we go. Going into game 3. Let's see. And this is not picking up the game for some reason. There it is, now it picks it up. And it does seem the custom overlay is working for this one. Sadly, it doesn't quite see the names and stuff working. So we will just be quickly doing this and this. Time control. Just speeding up the game a bit here. And then we will get it going. There we go. I'll just make sure to quickly turn off this one here so it's not doubled. There we go, perfect. And now get this zoomed out. And here we go. Now the custom overlay is working, so makes it a bit nicer to look at, some extra features. Not quite sure why it wasn't working in the other games, but for this one it is.
We can see the junglers clearing to the opposite sides of the map, so we could see a gank bot lane or a gank top lane from Master and Shadows respectively.
Very true, very true. So far Cho'Gath is pushing in a lot up there. If he keeps doing that, the Sensao will have an easy way of getting in onto this Cho'Gath. But Cho'Gath has the ward though, so he will see the Sensao coming if that does happen.
Meanwhile, we can see the bot lane of
very well combo there.
Risa.
Very well combo there from the K'Sante though. Getting the Cho'Gath under the tower, forcing him to use his flash. That's gonna be so good, especially if you have the Sensao coming up already. Here we see both mid laners just doing some damage to each other.
But Cho'Gath has a ward, but he's still very far. That means
and here he comes. There's the stun. Cho'Gath having to use the ghost, but is it enough though? The knock up there, but K'Sante is able to catch him. That will be a first blood for the Sensao here. Very, very good gank there from him.
But Mundo is trying to look for an answer in mid lane. But Silas, having his Eve, can easily slip out.
Yep. Now it's the scuttle though. It's gonna be a fight here. It's gonna be 2v going.
Jumps on Yone.
And Yone is so low with the ignite. There it is.
Well, with K'Sante.
Summit is gonna secure that kill.
But with them seeing Mundo with his passive up and being quite healthy, they don't go for it. They just go for the scuttle.
Yep. This is gonna be the scuttle here secured. So it is gonna be one scuttle
and Shadow
for either side.
pushing that. the tempo from the previous game, pushing it into this game, trying to build a lead, trying to get their advantages and win the game through that.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And again here, we see if Davio can keep his momentum from this last game. He had such a great game on that Aatrox. Can he do the same here on the Cassante now?
And Drake spawning in 20 seconds could mean one of the teams could look for it.
There we go, now I can actually proper see. Yeah, again, not much is happening. We have the Drake spawning in now. So it's going to be interesting to see if we're going to have some action around that. Again, mid lane here just going a bit back and forth, getting some damage onto each other. Mundo here is on the Xin Xiao. Xin Xiao needs to be careful. There's the flash from the Leona though. Gonna get the stun onto him and he will fall. That's a kill for Mundo. Now having the complete prior here for this Drake. I might will go for it now.
Oh, they stopped the Drake to try and catch the bot lane. It actually slows down the objective enough for Xin to arrive in time, and they realize it, and so they are forced to back off.
Yep.
What a misplay from Masks.
Yeah, just not having the damage to secure it in time, since you decided to leave the Sire in the bot lane. Now it is going to be Summit here.
That are starting off this objective.
Oh, Summit here has the Leona ulti.
Oh,
there it is. Gonna catch. Plays it a bit safe though. Now looking for the Drake.
Mundo is there. He could look for a smite.
Yep. Decides to
But
play
they
it
decide
safe.
to back off, not risk it.
Yeah. Plays it safe. Backs off. Just giving the Drake here. Good decision there from them.
We see Cassante quite low now actually. Cho'Gath could look for a trade into R.
Yep, he does have the ulti. But again, Davio, he knows this. He's playing it safe. He knows he can't step up too far. Oh, he's looking for it.
He wants it. He smells blood.
He's hungry. Yeah. We see bot lane of Shadows just pushing in the wave, backing off now, getting their reset.
Yep, Cho'Gath will get off this aggression. He will get a plate. Gold about even, only roughly 100 gold difference.
Very close here. Leona trying to with the Hex Flash, try and get the Silas, but just about misses the Q. Now they have the Milio here. There's the ulti coming in from Silas with the own ult, but misses.
Steal away ultimate misses.
Mundo there as well. He needs to be careful. Can he survive this? He will fall. Mundo taking the tower, but he is a Mundo, so it doesn't do too much to him. So that will be a kill now for this Yone as well.
And Grub spawning in 4 seconds means, with the Silas being dead, should mean it, the Grubs going to the side of Masks.
Yep. Getting the grubs here on the Cho'Gath, on the Mundo is gonna allow them to really pressure this map so much later on.
Even on this Yone, you can send this Yone to the side lane and let him push.
Very true. The Jinx ultimate is flying up. It's gonna hit
Coming
something.
to... Ooh, that was so close.
Almost hitting.
It did hit. The Grubs were on 6 HP, but it was seconds of difference.
Ah, okay. Oh, now it's the Xanta here ulting. Has the help of the Xin Xiao, but Cho'Gath's just walking away.
game about even still. I still like the position of Shadows. They're about equal. They have the Drake. If they manage to keep stacking those Drakes, they're sure to have the
Xin
game
Zhao
in
here
their
in the top
pockets.
lane goes for the Cho'Gath now.
Oh, Xin Zhao
Though they have enough
again.
damage, there it is. There's the flash from Xin Zhao. He does have the damage. Can he survive the tower? He will be able to survive
Can
and
he
get out.
live? He lives.
Very well played there from him.
A lot of time invested into getting this kill, but at the end they managed to get it.
But again, Xin Zhao doesn't really have too many
But-
camps up. Only the wolf spawned in the bottom lane. And then the Gromp spawning as well now. So he is in time to get his camps. So yeah, not too bad there from him.
Yep. But we can see Mundo being ahead in camps. That gank took a lot of time from Xin Zhao.
It did. But now
And
a
look
lot
at
of
what
action.
position is Mundo allowed to claim.
A lot of action now towards this bot lane. What will happen from it? Not too much. Mundo will back off, go for the scuttle. Play it safe.
Yep. This Mundo just keeps pushing his advantage, getting those scuttles, denying the scuttles to Xin. And now walking with Leona, could find a pick.
Yone here getting some good damage on the summit.
But what a good game sense from Xin Zhao. He realizes something is off, backs off, and he doesn't get caught by the gang from
Summit here with the Leone ulti, almost doing something.
But they rotate to mid.
Now 9 is just tower diving here, taking a lot of damage, but Summit is able to stay alive though.
Ooh, Summit is feeling frisky. He's staying.
Yep.
Ooh, and
yeah.
and gets caught by
KC here with the ulti is able to secure that kill. Now it's Tofi getting a lot of damage onto this Mundo, but it is a Mundo, he's healing. He has the ulti. It's gonna be dangerous. There's the ulti. Very good ulti. There's the Jinx ulti coming in. Cassandra is there. He's gonna be able to secure the kill onto Yone. There's the Milio getting the Leona as well. Very good turn there from them. Getting the entire team assembled already with the Jinx ult as well. Able to turn that fight around and actually secure 2 kills off.
Yep, and those assists going to the Jinx is very important. You want as much gold going her way as possible.
Yeah, for sure. So that is very, very key. This is turning out to be a very, very good game again. I love to see it.
Still, gold is about even. The Hextech Drake is already spawned. Both teams are moving towards it. Mundo is still resetting, so he's gonna be a bit late if they decide to start it.
Again, Drake has now spawned. So we will see both teams turn their attention a bit towards it. In the meantime, Davio just hitting loose on this Cho'Gath here. Larry has having a bit of a rough time in the top lane.
And Mundo is starting off this Drake.
Yep, all of 3 of Mask here is on the Drake already. Already getting it quite low, but now Shadow's here to
Shadow's
respond.
here to answer though.
Summit moving
Kazan is
first.
sticking as well.
Summit has the Mundo ult now. It's gonna be able to keep him alive a bit longer. He's falling though instantly. Leona does fall though. What can happen now? Mundo taking a lot of damage. He will die as well. Cassandra there to help out the team. Gonna be able to win that fight. Now the Jinx also going towards the top lane. It is gonna hit, but nothing too much worry there for the Cho'Gath.
Just lowering the minions, making sure Cho'Gath doesn't get as much of a push.
Yep. But yeah, Drake here now going to the side of Shadows. Ooh, the voice crack. There's now 2 Drakes for them. And it's gonna be Ocean Soul again this game.
Again, gold is still about even, but the key difference is the scaling benefits Team of Shadows. So they will be happy with how the game is going so far.
Yeah.
And the Team Mask has to be the one that needs to find something.
Yeah, very true. But the way the game going so far, this Jinx is gonna be able to do so much later on. Hasn't gotten any kills yet, but it's looking at 4 assists just from the ultimate she's been throwing around.
Yep, and she's just farming up almost 10 CS per minute. Slightly behind Zaya, but it's understandable.
Oh,
with
Dario
how
needs to
the
be
lane
careful
should go.
here. Is able to just get out slowly. Cassandra being as tanky as he is.
Yep, with his W providing him the defensive stats and as well as a CC immunity means he can easily get out of most
Now
sticky
it's-
situations.
See Cup here getting a lot of damage
But
onto
Zin is
Casper.
there to help out.
Oh, can they look for something? Cho'Gath instantly ghosting here. Larry knows he's in trouble. So just going away. Again here, the mid lane, Summit Hazy just hitting at each other. Nothing too much happening. Playing quite even game.
Mid lane though going quite in favor for Masked team because Yon is CSing much better and he has a kill advantage.
Yep.
And he's about to get tower as well.
Yep. Summit having a bit of a hard time to really do anything against him here. And there's the tower falling.
Yep, mid lane is about almost 2,000 gold ahead here.
Yep. And now we see here, since
And he's even feeling
looking-
confident enough to fight the Xin Zhao.
Oh, the ulti though coming in doesn't quite connect. Now it's the Leona here going in. The Mundo is there to help. Can they do something here? They need to be careful. Mundo just diving. Taking a lot of damage there from the Heartsteel. The Q hitting the middle as well. Just about staying alive. In the meantime,
How
these top
important it
laners...
is that they both survive here. That means they can reset, regroup, and keep on scaling.
Yep, Davio needs to be very careful here. Larry does have the ultimate on this Cho'Gath. Knows it's gonna hurt. Now Summit is in the bot lane. There's the ulti coming in though from the Saya. And Shao now in there. Can they do something?
Xin Zhao
Summit stealing the
up
Saya
early
ulti.
with his
Hitting
flash,
both
but
of them.
it's fine.
That is now a double for Summit here. He's gonna be very happy with that. Mundo is able to just walk out as he is a Mundo. And there is the ulti
And
from
Shogun
Larry.
just ours.
Just eating Davio here. Nothing he can really do. Now, Mundo now overstepping a bit here. Will get caught. That's another one for Summit. Putting him up at 4 kills now. Could be very, very good for him.
Jinx is getting quite a bit of plate gold in mid lane here.
Yep. But again, Hazy on the Yone, able to secure another tower in the bot lane as well. There's even more gold onto him. Game in general, quite even still. Small gold lead for Mask, but again, Shadows does have the Drake advantage with 2 Drakes up. Oh, Tuvi needs to be careful here now.
Zinnis gets caught on
There's the Cassandra
Herald,
though. He's in, he's helping.
but Leona and Zaya are coming in
Oh.
fast.
Yeah, they need to be very careful now. There's the ulti from Cassandra to get him out of the fight. Also securing Mundo onto the Xin Zhao. Will get that kill. Now it's the Cho'Gath though with the ulti onto Xin Zhao. Secures that. Cassandra is still standing. There's the ulti from Jinx. Very, very big from him. Can Cassandra do anything else here? Leona is feeling low. She's gonna die as
And
well.
Team Shadow cleans up the fight.
Saya left here alone. Can she do anything? There's the ulti to try and stay alive. It's not quite enough. She will fall. That's another one for Jinx. Getting 2 kills onto her will be so beneficial now. But in the meantime, again, this Yone just pushing the towers. Getting another one now. That's the 3rd tower he secured this game. But yeah, big fight there from Shadows in the top lane. Getting the kills onto the right people. Securing 2 kills for Jinx. Putting her even further ahead as well.
Yep, she should have enough gold to get Infinite Edge here, which would put her in a quite strong position. With Drake up now as well, yep, she has her Infinite Edge, that means she's very strong. and this fight is crucial. It's third Drake. If Team Mask doesn't secure it, it's a very scary position on the next Drake fight because they're kind of forced to take it.
Yeah, for sure. Also, Keynote Kazanse here does have to teleport up, so he can join the fight if it is needed. It's gonna be hard for Shadows to do anything. They have to choke out there as well with the ulti to secure the Drake.
Yep,
Yeah,
the
here it
double
is.
fight in essence.
Yone now
Oh,
going
Yon
in.
ultimate
Xin
boost
Xiao
too.
instantly dying to the choker. Still has the
And
ulti though.
Kazante with the
Now
TP,
the
a
fight
bit late
breaking
though.
out. Yone here being very low. Kazanse getting the Saya out of the fight. Very, very good from him. Can he do anything here in the backline? He's alone. Gets the Leona though. Still standing. But Yone there now. Kazanse will fall. In the meantime, Silas is able
But
to
Jinx
pick up
is
the kill on
excited, she's
Cho'Gath.
quite fast.
There's
She
Jinx.
catches
Gets
Yon.
the Yone. Now she can just run it. Can they secure anything else? Saya here has to ulti. Gets the ult. There's the Jinx ult to
Ooh.
secure the kill on Mundo. There's a big fight there from Shadows. Turning it around. Looked rough in the start, but somehow turns it. The Kazante getting into the backline, securing the kill onto Leona, also getting a lot of damage onto Saya. Jinx to getting the first takedown, getting her excited, just turning that fight completely around, and Shadows going out of the fight, only losing the Kazante, getting the Drake as well. That's now soul point for them. They are looking strong, they are happy.
They lost Zinzao as well, but he already respawned.
Ah, that's true, that's true. He died so early, I forgot.
Yeah. But yeah,
big fight.
Shadows managed to kill Jinx. She stayed alive. She got her excited, and then DPS just started, and she just shred to the Team Mask everyone's health bar.
Yeah. Like, they played it exactly how they want. They want to get the first one shot with the Silas to Kazante, getting Jinx excited, and then she can just start getting her damage really going, and then the rest of the teams will just fall. Oh. Nothing much happening in the top lane, just a bigger back and forth now again. We have the Baron spawned, a lot of pings around it, there's some vision getting thrown down. Let's see. What will happen here? And suddenly the gold lead is looking in favor of Shadows now.
Yep. And considering they are stacking Drakes, they're scaling better. It's a very scary position for Mask to be in. They're behind. They need to find something. They need to find this Jinx in the next fight.
Very true. But yeah, game's slowly slowing down here again, as the Baron is up as the only thing. So both teams just pushing the waves, getting some more CS. Davio here needs to be careful. He has both the Cho'Gath and the Mundo down there. Can he do something here?
But that
Doesn't
means
quite.
there's two members bot side and jungler is bot side that they could look to force Baron here.
Very true, very true. Davio staying alive quite a while here. Can he do anything against these two? He's healing. He's doing damage. Can he do anything? There's the Jinx ulti coming down.
Ultimate
Just about
expired, so it's
misses.
scary.
Now he needs to be careful. Cho'Gath has the ulti as well. He can eat. Oh, misses to
He
eat though,
missed,
but
but
Mundo gets the kill still.
still gets the kill. Yep.
Now here Jinx.
Being
trying to
in
do
this
some
Kazante
damage.
shoes, I would be upset if my team didn't do Baron. I don't
Yeah.
like that they felt scared to do it.
Yeah, they could have
This
done it there,
Zaya
but
with Leona and Yon can't do anything alone. They engage, they instantly melt.
yeah, that is very true. They should have put their focus onto the Baron there. Deciding to go for some of the waves for the lanes instead, securing them, but it's just not what you want to see. You want to see Shadows really cross-map it there when that happens.
Yep. Suddenly the 2000 gold lead becomes 1000 gold lead only, and we're seeing the same thing happen as in game 2 where they played Corki and they weren't aggressive in the lane, and then they fall behind there. They in the end won the game, but they're not playing how they want to be playing at that moment, which is making their game quite a bit harder.
Yep.
Nothing is lost yet. They're still in a much better position.
Drake spawning in about a minute now. There's gonna be Mask getting the position down first, getting the vision. Also Mundo here using his smite to get that blue buff.
Yon is resetting, trying to get his item before the fight.
So is all of Shadows. Also we
And
see
Yon still is a bit short on gold to get full items, so no power spike for him. He's not not on full crit yet.
you can see a big fight happening here very soon. All summoner spells, all ultimates, everything is up. Cho'Gath ulti coming up very soon as well.
But
There it is. So yeah, it is everything up now. It will be a big fight. Cassante has the TP. He's just in the top lane now until the fight starts.
I want Cassante TPing a bit early here. Last time he TP'd late, it worked out, but again, he was late. That cost
And there
a
it is.
life
Now
for
he's
Zinzao.
Now he's TPing. But again, the Drake has already fallen. Now the fight breaks out
And
afterwards.
Yon finds 2
Yone
members.
is so
He
big
kills
knock up
Jinx.
there. Jinx is dead. Now let's see what can happen. Yone finds the Sinzao as well. Well, again, the Leona being so low, but this Yone is popping off. Gets another kill onto the Silas. Cassante left alone will also fall. This Yone so strong. Hayes is playing so well here. Securing the
And
triple.
as I said, if they find Jinx, the fight could go in their favor, and they do exactly that. They look for the Jinx first, get her gone, and they win the fight. And Cassante waited way too long to TP. By the time he started channeling TP, the Mask team was already on Drake. It was halfway done when he finished TP, and when he walked towards the Drake was already gone.
And yeah, here
And
Baron
if you
going to Mask as well. Now suddenly game looks in the favors of Mask here. With about a almost 4k gold lead now. It's gonna be very,
I
very hard.
wouldn't say it's in favor of Masked, but they are in position to win this. Now it's about equal. They're ahead in gold, yeah, but this Jinx is still scary. They need to find another engage like that, which is not the easiest thing when you have Cassante, when you have Zinzao, when you have Silas who can steal ultimate of Leona or Cho'Gath. And this Silas could potentially look to just do a risky engage on this Yon and just use Cho'Gath ultimate to eat him.
That's very true. Now, W here needs to be careful. There's the ulti on the Cho'Gath to try and get away. He is just gonna slowly walk out of there. But again, also Larry here on the Cho'Gath being very, very strong now. Getting a lot of stacks. You can see here, yeah, on 11 stacks right now.
Zinzao is not here for this fight, so it's quite risky if the Team Shadow decides to go for it, or if Mask finds an engage. Oh, Yon is looking for this Jinx
Leone
again,
looking,
but doesn't manage to find her.
he takes a lot of them. Now Leona in though. Cho'Gath following up as well. There's Jinx dead, Milio dead.
Leona does find it.
Yon is dead, but Silas falls as well. Sire gets the Cassante. That is all of them dead. We see here the mastery points being flexed by this Sire. Has level 114 mastery. We know he's good on it. But it's gonna be hard since Sao left alone against 4 people with Baron buff. There's not much he can do here.
Was not there. He was not there to use his ultimate to push people away from Jinx, and Jinx falls.
And here he tries, but he will fall as well. And that will be game 3 and series for Abyssal Mask. Very well played for both teams. In the end, Mask coming out ahead. Very, very good game. Not much to say here. Holy. That was entertaining, to say the least. A lot of fights, a lot of action. Very, very nice. Alright, alright. I will see if we can potentially. I would love to get Hazy, the mid laner of Mask, in here, um, for a quick small interview. See if he is down for that. So I will quickly message him. Give me 1 second. See here. I'll just send him a message, see if he is able and down to join in for a quick small interview here. Alright. He I have been told he is currently on the toilet, so he will be with us very, very soon.
Understandable after having a series that lasted more than 3 hours.
Very true, very true. But that means I will just use this time to get some of the news out instead of afterwards. So yeah, today's game absolute amazing, so enjoyable to watch, and I look forward to seeing a lot more of both of these teams if this is how they're gonna play the entire split. Um, but on to next week. Next week we have a few games. On Monday we have both Shadows playing. We have Viper playing on Monday as well. And then Thursday we have Mask playing again. So Thursday's game will definitely be streamed and casted by either me or someone else on the team. And then on Monday, Viper will definitely be streamed. I will see if I can find someone who can stream the Shadows game, but we'll have to see about that if anyone is available to do so. So that's like what we have for next week. But I have been told now that Hayes is ready for the interview, so here he comes.
Oh.
Hello, Hayes. Welcome, welcome.
Hello.
So that was something of a game or series, I should say instead.
Yeah, I think the first one was pretty crazy.
Yeah, just like it was a blast. It's so enjoyable to watch. But yeah, this last game you popped off, to say the least. So just tell me a bit. What was the game plan going into this last game here?
Well, I was pretty certain of like myself, so I just told my team when we went game 3 that I needed something that I could like really pop off on. So I knew I wanted something that can kind of dive and kill. So I was definitely looking for the set, Neferi, Yone, something like that. And I had a pretty good feeling he would last pick Silas, but I think it's super grief here to pick it. And I think I had control of not our whole team maybe had control, but I was in a pretty good spot like for most of the game.
Yeah, for sure.
But
yeah.
it was definitely risky. Like close to we got really close with the Soul and the Baron, but it ended up working out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you played an amazing game. We saw for most of the game in the mid lane, nothing much happened. You got some early kills, put you ahead, but just walk me through it a bit. The fight for the Drake, you ulting in, getting the Jinx. How was the comms? How was that team fight? Like, it looked amazing.
Well, we talked about it like their comp is basically if Jinx dies, the fight is over. So all I was looking for, I ended a bit at the third Drake, I think. I ulted too early because I thought it would hit. But basically, if Leona, but it can be cleansed. So if Cho'Gath lands Q or Leona double CCs him, I will just ult on top of Jinx and she should die and the fight should be over from that.
Yeah, very true. I mean, yeah, you instantly got onto the Jinx, one-shotting her, and we saw the rest of the fight just play out from there. You guys able to secure everything. But yeah, this series, this
And when
game,
they
amazing.
after the Herald play, I was basically like unstoppable in side lane. Like nobody could match me. So I just kept sitting there, waiting for someone to pop up. If anybody was gonna defend, I would probably just dive them on side.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, we saw you get like you got what 3 or 4 towers yourself. So yeah, very strong there. But yeah, that's it about the game. I just want to quickly ask you, what's you guys plan for this entire split? What's the goals? What do you want to do during the split?
I think we definitely like want to win, but our team is also very new, so I think we do want to find like our identity, I guess. Something we can be like, this is us, this is how we play, this is the team compositions we like. I think we definitely have some ideas of what we like, but there's also some things we have to try or maybe we haven't seen before, and feeling confidence in each other and our picks. I think that's good.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, yeah, you showed it this series. You had a few different kind of comps throughout the splits, but definitely here in the last one, I think you really popped off. Also, game one, that was one hell of a game. I don't even know where to start with that one. But yeah.
Yeah, I imagine it was fun as a caster looking at that shit show.
I don't even know how to explain it. Like people in chat were also a bit like, "What is this game?" Because there was just so much happening. But yeah,
It was.
Yeah.
so
I got a question.
entertaining.
How does it feel to pull off a consistent performance throughout all 3 games and leading your team to a victory of your first series this split?
I would not say I'm leading. I think everybody takes part in it, but I think doing a play like I did at the bottom with the Herald I can only do that because I'm pretty certain in my own ability, especially when I'm on champs like the Yone. I'm pretty certain that I can carry out the game when stuff like that happens.
Very nice. Also, I just I have to ask this, since you are of course playing against another Abyssal team. How does it feel to especially win this one?
It definitely feels good. We were talking about it, and we saw how you typed it like we were the underdog. So we were like, we gotta show ourselves here. We gotta show off a little bit.
Yeah,
So we were definitely spiced up for this one.
I can imagine, and yeah, it is it is no secret. Shadows is, if you're looking just on like the players and the rosters and stuff, they are one of the favorites to win the league. So you guys, of course, taking this game away from them, it's gonna put you in a very good position if you can keep up this level of play throughout the split. You could potentially get the top spot in the league as well. So yeah. I did mention it going into the game that today's game could be decider of the entire league, since you two teams, just judging from the rosters and from what I know of the others, you are definitely the favorites. So you do have a good shot of winning. So yeah, but yeah, very interesting.
I think we're in the very early stages, so I think our like whole team coordination and also just like champion picks can definitely be better. I think we will improve a lot as we go along in this league, definitely. Like, we have only played with our support like 2 or 3 times.
Okay, that's interesting. So,
yeah, but he is good. He's super good. And if I can also say something nice to the other team, I would say that their jungle and support is super good. Really good. I think their engages are very, very clean and decisive.
I mean, that is nice. It is always nice. I mean, yeah, you are 2 friendly teams, as you would say. It's part of the same org, so probably won't be the last time you play each other. So yeah, but yeah, I look forward to seeing a lot more from you guys. And again, GG's on today's victory.
Thank you.
All right, you have a good one. Thanks for coming in.
You too.
Bye. Bye.
Peace.
Alright, that is it. That was Hayes from Abyssal Mask. And just to clear up, I see it's been asked in chat. Yes, Mask was the victory of this So yeah. Yeah, there's some, but yeah, very great game. I don't have anything else. Besides, I want to make sure everyone knows. Monday and Thursday next week, make sure to tune in if you want to see more action from either of these teams or from our Div 2 team, Abyssal Viper, who will also be playing on Monday. Um, and again, as I've mentioned before, make sure to go check out our socials, our website, join our Discord as well if there's something that interests you. There you will be able to keep up with all the teams and also all the other teams that we have, and you can follow along on all of their journeys. But besides that, I just want to say thank you to everyone tuning in and watching, rooting on for their players, their teams, and big thanks to Asphyxia as well for joining me today as the casters.
Always a pleasure.
All right, but yeah, I will see you all, and hopefully I will see you all again next week. Bye.
Bye bye.